All right, everybody. Welcome here to Lapel High School in Lapel, Indiana. We're getting ready for tonight's varsity football matchup between the Lapel Bulldogs and the Eastern Hancock Royals. It's senior night here at Lapel. The Royals had their senior night a couple weeks ago. We had Monroe Central week 7. So we've already been through that, although we have one more home game coming up, Joe.
Yep, we do. Hold on.
We'll talk about that here in a minute.
Cody.
Tonight's game, week 9, last week of the regular season here in the IHSA. The Eastern Hancock Royals coming to the game 5-3 on the season, 3-1 in the Mid-Eastern Conference. Have some good wins over North Decatur, Milan, and Shenandoah. Key losses on the season, Heritage Christian, South Putt, and Monroe Central. Royals averaging about 23 points a game, and they're giving up about 22, so pretty even there for 5-3 Royal squad. Lapel comes into the game 6-2. They're coached by Tim Miller. He's 61-51 in his career here at 10 years at Lapel. So 10 games over 500, but that's a really deceiving record because I believe his first 3 years he came in and had like 2-win, 3-win seasons, and then since then has just reeled off a really impressive stretch of 8 and 9-win seasons here. So Tim Miller's done a great job here at Lapel. They have some key wins. Again, 6-2. They've also beat Shenandoah, North Decatur, and Frankton. And then their key losses will be Lutheran and Heritage Christian. So common opponents, the Royals have both defeated, both the Royals and Bulldogs have both defeated North Decatur and Shenandoah, and they both fall into Heritage Christian. Difference, the score of the Heritage Christian game, we lost 35-0. Lapel fell 48-21, I believe.
We have those schedules on there. I can't somewhere on the.
I can throw
we
them
can see exactly.
Yeah, Lapel 48-21. That game was a lot closer than that. It was 21-21 at halftime, and Lapel just had a couple mistakes, turnovers, penalties inside the 5-yard line, just things like that shot themselves in the foot there at the end of the game. And Heritage Christian just too good of a team. You can't make those mistakes. So, like I said, Lapel having a nice season so far and a favorable draw in the sectional.
Yep.
They have a tough sectional. Eastbrook and Tipton are both really good teams.
But
yeah, and they'll likely see Eastbrook in the second round of the sectional, assuming they get by Frankton, and then Tipton in the championship game. So no easy route through that sectional, but
it's almost I guess you have Eastern Greentown and Eastbrook, but it's almost somewhat seeded in a way.
If you flipped Eastern Greentown and Alexandria, it would almost be seeded. They keep moving the camera upstairs, and it keeps going away.
Uh-oh.
Because they keep picking it up.
Right.
So we may need to go up there and see what's going on.
Go look at that. You want to turn my headset off?
Yeah, they're upstairs, I think they're moving the camera, and it keeps going off. We keep unplugging it. The Royals, we look at our schedule here. Again, started off the season 3-game win streak and then lost 3 out of 4 with just that Aaron Redmond field goal, winning it against Milan, but then got back in the win column last week against Shenandoah, and that's why we sit at 5-3 on the season. Our sectional route looks kind of similar, other than probably the top 2 teams in the sectional, Heritage Christian and Cecina, are set to face off in the first round game. We're looking here at the national anthem. We'll be right back after. All right, so while Joe Paxton went to go fix that, we'll finish talking about the sectional standings here. Again, on the top half of the bracket, Shenandoah draws the bye, and they'll play the winner of Heritage Christian Cecina, probably, again, the two top teams in this sectional. On the bottom half, the Royals will take on Centerville at home next week, and then if we win that game, we'll play the winner of Northeastern and Winchester. I think Northeastern won that first contest pretty handily earlier on in the season. We're going to try to figure out our camera issues. We still don't have our camera upstairs, so we're going to try to figure that out, and then we'll be right back. There we go. Now we got that back. Okay, we have, we're trying to figure out some problems here. Sorry, folks. And they're moving the camera around, and we lost the signal for a sec. We do have Coach Cody Hibbert down on the down there, but we have a lot of static coming from Cody here. Cody, can you hear us? Cody has a tremendous amount of static here. There we go. Now we don't have static anymore, Cody. Now we do. Cody, can you hear us? Cody, can you hear us? Cody doesn't have his headset on, I don't think, so we have a lot of static here from Cody. Oh, there, it went away. Yeah, still no luck with Cody there. We can see his camera. His camera looks great. We just can't hear him. You hear that it keeps like going in and coming out like it's staticky. Cody, can you hear us? Yep, it is.
Can you hear us, Cody?
I can't hear Cody, so I'm going to turn him off right now. We'll try to figure that out again. Cody, can you give us a thumbs up if you can hear us?
He says he can't put his headphones on because it's so staticky to him.
Okay. How about now? Is that any better, Cody?
Hello, Cody. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Cody? Yes, we can. You're pretty quiet, but go ahead and talk, Cody.
You're on camera, too, if you want to wave up toward the press box.
Cody, can you talk again for us?
Yes, I am. I hit something on accident. Okay.
No, we can still hear
back.
you. Okay.
All right.
All right, we can hear you. You look good on the live stream. So your mic is off, Joe. There we go. All right, Cody, we'll be back there. All right, back to our pregame stuff as we were talking about. Real quick, last week the Royals found something with the passing game. They've struggled with the passing game all season here, and what we found last week was we kind of changed up some stuff, and it really improved. So first off, we went max protection, and what that means is we leave 8 guys in to block. So if you look here, you'll see Cole Rainbolt, Chase Riggs, and Kane Sotelo stay in and block, and you have 8 guys blocking against 4 or 5, you're going to have time to throw. So it's given Swan more time when we go max protect. You see right there he finds an open Zach Arnold for for a 10-yard gain. Again, you see Max protect. Now here he misses Zach and miscommunication on the route, but it gives him time. The other thing is to sprint Houston out. So right here you see Houston sprinting out, get him on the run, and get something that works there. So you can see, again, we leave Riggs right there to block. Riggs sets the edge, and Houston can kind of get out. It's hard to sprint out to your left, but it gets him that time and gets him away from the defenders. Our problem all season has been pass protection, and that really gets him a chance to see his receivers cleanly and get it in there. See again here, sprint out, nice protection, finds Landon on the comeback. So this moving Houston around, sprinting them out or giving him max protection is so far seemed to help him a little bit against Shenandoah, and we had our best passing game since week 1 against Shenandoah. The other thing is the quick game. Throw it before they have a chance to do anything. So right here you see Houston just catch, throw, right there to Landon on that little 3-yard slant, gets Landon wide open. Same thing, catch, hit Landon on the out. Now if you watch right here, watch Houston's eyes. So if you see him, let's pause it here, he's gonna take the snap. He sees this blitzing linebacker here as the snap's coming to him. He turns his eyes over to Landon because he knows Landon's my hot route. If we get pressure, I got to get it out to Landon right away, and he does that perfectly. And that's a senior quarterback just making plays there, doing some things that, a freshman or sophomore is not going to do. There again, another slant to Landon. So those slants to Landon were big last week. And here you see this quick one again to Cole. I always said get the ball to your fast guys out in space. Get Zach and Cole the ball in space. Here we see a sprint out, hit Zach for that big touchdown there. Now, on the other side of things here, Lapel has a really balanced attack, but I will say their running back, Tyler Dollar, is pretty good. Joe, we don't have?
What?
Programs.
Oh, no programs.
No programs. We don't have a program here, so we need to get a program. Okay. So we need to get one. Well, I guess I can pull it up on my phone here.
We're not sure we're going to be able to hear Cody, or he's going to be able to hear us.
He was having some audio problems there.
And we're trying something new.
Can
I have a little bit more? I don't know. I can't hear. I can't hear as well in my headset. There we go. Maybe.
Okay. How's that?
I don't want to be too loud, but I can't hear.
We're talking about, on the road you always have these kind of technical problems. Talking about, Lapel's offense, and the guy that makes it go is Tyler Dollar. And I'll tell you what, I was watching their Heritage Christian film, and right here you're going to see a run where he just drags about 7 Heritage Christian defenders here, just breaking tackles. He's one of the better running backs. He's the best running back we've seen all season, and one of the better running backs I've seen the last couple of years. He's just so strong, so quick, and just a really nice running back. The junior has 1,200 yards on the season on, I think, 120 carries. And a lot of that, and when they play bad teams, one thing that Tim Miller doesn't do is just leave his dudes in against bad teams. So against some of those blowout games, he has like 7 carries. But just an impressive runner. And you see against Heritage Christian, I believe he had 200 yards. And we know Heritage Christian has a pretty stout defense. So Tyler Dollar, number 15, definitely a guy to watch out for. Here you see him just drag defenders into the end zone against Heritage. And again, that's not Westdale, folks. That's a good team. So be on the lookout for him. We look to hear his name and number called here tonight.
Yeah, pretty impressive running back. Like we always kind of talk about Colton Brown being one of the
You're really
top.
Loud now.
Let's see, I can't hear in my
it's
headset.
because you have the bad headset. It's because of your headset.
So we always talk about Colton Brown being one of the best running backs we see, but Tyler Dollar is pretty impressive running back, and that run where he just ran over Heritage Christian defender after Heritage Christian defender, it was pretty impressive.
I'm gonna go try to grab a program for us.
Yeah, that's so. We'll see what we can do here. We are going to have, if you want to scan that QR code on the screen you see right now, then you can get a game program, and you can see at home what we got. So we got pre-game stuff going on right now. This is a big game for the both teams, kind of heading into the sectional play, and both teams kind of want to keep that momentum. You can see from that camera view, there's a light drizzle on the field. Oh, I just totally lost my ears.
Yeah, it's, again, because your headset.
Yeah, but it's worse than it was.
I know. There's nothing we can – I mean, it's just a bad spot.
It's right here.
Oh, is it right there?
It's somewhere in when something gets – there we go. Test. All right.
We just need to throw that cord away. No, light drizzle on the field here, but you're not going to see that drizzle really make much of a difference here. One thing with a turf field is you're not going to notice rain really, and with the advancements in football technology over the last 10 or 15 years, the balls they condition these footballs. They're fine as long as you're not getting mud on them, which in turf you're not getting mud on them. And as long as the refs are letting you switch them out every so often, that rain's not going to make a difference. You're not even going to hardly notice it.
Is this our first turf field this year?
It is.
And this is new turf. It was new turf last year, but we played Lapel at home. So this is our first time playing on the turf here at Lapel. And looks like we're getting ready to start here.
Yep.
The Bulldogs are going to receive. And right on cue, the rain has arrived.
Yep. Aaron Redmond here set to kick off for the Royals. He's done a nice job directional kicking, onside kicking, just kind of putting it everywhere. Starts off, kicks it deep. Fielded by the Bulldogs up the middle.
Good tackle there.
That was Riley Hudson that got it out to the 45. And
Caden Nation made a possible touchdown-saving tackle there.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of. Did Cody turn his mic off?
Yeah, he said that he's.
Okay, then I'm going to turn that off so we don't get any interference there. So we're going to see the Lapel offense here start out the game. Brennan Stowe's the quarterback. Like we said, Tyler Dollar going to be in the pistol here behind him.
It'd be interesting to see how we work to contain him.
Stowe, first play, throws a hitch, nearly got there. Who was that over there? Was that Landon? Yep. Landon nearly gets there, but the catch is made. I think that was Colin Jennings.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to tell from here. Yeah, it was Jennings. Picks up about 5.
Landon was there immediately as soon as the ball was caught, so nice job by him. Just still a 5-yard gain. Scoreboard working. Yep.
Stowe in the pistol again, hands off to Dollar. Dollar up the middle, and he's going to go forward. And one thing, he almost always finishes going forward. You can hit him, and he is so strong that he's just going to drive his legs and pick up yardage, and he picks up the first down there. Just an easy inside zone up the middle.
And we had some audio issues. Just want to thank Coach Hibbert. He's out in the elements, and Lloyd is upstairs in the elements as well, getting these shots.
We can't get the chat on here. There's no chat thing.
It's weird.
Yeah. Sorry, we don't have chat right now. 2nd and 5 here for the Bulldogs. Stowe takes the snap, boots out.
Oh, Bach in the back.
He throws it deep, and that's going to be a pass interference there. Yep.
I felt like we had good pass rush, and then the guy shoved him in the back. I don't know.
I replayed it, so let's see if we can get that on replay.
Felt like on the right here, just.
And he kind of got him in the side, but he did fall on his back. But Zach Arnold just has to
that was
wrap up the receiver.
It was definitely an interference.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
So it'll be a 15-yard penalty. Bulldog first down.
The plastic is in the way on Cody's camera a little bit.
Sorry, we
There,
don't have.
he figured it out.
We don't have our chat right now, so trying to figure out how to pull that up for you. Stowe empty now. Sends Dollar in jet motion. Fakes it. He's going to keep it up the middle. Bounces it outside. He's got a block. He's got 2 blocks. And Stowe, he's going to be pushed out right there at the goal line. They're going to call him down at the 2. Really nice blocking there from the Bulldogs.
Right. We were nowhere near him until he's a good 5-10 yards down the field, seemed like.
Oh, Tincher jumped inside. Tincher had contained, and he and Sullivan both jumped inside, and that's what led to – he stepped out at the 3. Good job by the ref to see that. Stowe under center. Takes the snap, quarterback sneak, and he's going to walk it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
That was just their offensive line just overpowering our defensive line. They just shoved everybody. All the Royals were in the end zone there.
Yeah. Sorry, we're trying to get the chat pulled up here, folks.
And it won't.
It won't what?
Yeah. It won't have any previous messages on there.
No, I know. Yeah. Chat's open now. We're having some problems with it. On to kick the extra point is number 8, Caden Camp, the senior. Camp kicks it. Looks good, and it is good. And we saw them. He attempted a field goal. He missed it against Heritage Christian. So they're not, like the Royals, they're not going to be scared to try to kick field goals here tonight.
Yeah. But a quick minute-and-a-half drive there where Lapel just moved the ball down the field with very little resistance and scored pretty quickly there. So we're going to get some stuff figured out defensively.
I think this game's got to be both teams are going to score in the 30s. We didn't really get to talk about it because we had some issues early on there, but I think this is like a 35-30 game or a 35-42 game. Lapel's offense just too good, but they do have some cracks in their defense that could lead to some Royal plays here. So Camp again set to kick off. We got Rainbolt back deep. Looks like Voles and O'Neill at the 25. Sullivan running on late here. Now we got 11. Usually Arnold's back there, but this game is nothing but pride. You think about it, this game's not for conference. This is a game for pride. And
maybe a little bit of momentum heading into sectional, get some confidence.
Number one thing is don't get anybody hurt.
Yeah, don't get hurt. And
Camp with that knuckleball kick. Voles fields it at the 15. Voles has a lane. Voles gets taken down, though. He almost, if he's a year older and a year stronger, he breaks that tackle.
Yeah.
So Voles brings it out to the 29, and the Royals will take over there. Houston Swan and company. Swan, the leading passer in Eastern Hancock history in basically every category. The only record he doesn't hold is career interceptions or interceptions in a season, which are records you don't want to hold.
Yeah.
They're going to start out here. 2 wide receivers. This is the formation they liked a lot against Shenandoah. Double wing, pistol formation, 2 wide receivers. It's a really tight pistol, though. Swan takes the snap, hands off to Rainbolt. Rainbolt bounces it outside, and he's drugged down. I think that was Tyler Dollar that drags him down for no gain. He had a hole. It was just such a long developing play there.
Yeah, he made a move, and then it was just like.
By the way, let us know how we sound on here. It sounds a little weird in our headset, but again, on the road we had some issues with hearing things. Cody's camera looks great, by the way.
Yeah.
We haven't used it on the road. Swan, same formation here. Real short pistol, 2nd and 10. Takes the snap, looks. He's got O'Neill quick. O'Neill on the slant. Tackled quickly. A nice. We talked about that quick game. Get it out before the defense can get there, and it's going to be 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4. Get Swan rolling. Last week we finally started to get some momentum. Really the only time we moved the ball successfully after the first drive was throwing it. So we'll get that going. I think you'll see a lot more of that tonight. I think you'll see a lot more distribution tonight. we've really been riding Cole the last couple weeks, and I think you're going to see him not get quite as many carries here tonight. Spread the wealth out. 3rd and 4. Swan takes the snap, steps to throw. Deep to Arnold. Arnold's got his man beat, and he just overthrows it.
That was an opportunity there.
Oh, man, he had his guy beat. See if we can get this on the replay. I think we're zoomed in just a little too much on our camera. Lloyd, if you can hear me, just zoom that out a tick because we can't see. Zach gets behind both defenders, and Houston just overthrows it, which, that's another we talk about growth. Houston as a sophomore and junior would underthrow that and risk it getting picked, but they're not a nice overthrow, but
only one person was getting that one.
Yep. Redmond gets the punt away, and it's going to bounce. They're going to get away from it. Hudson's going to let it roll all the way down to the 22, and that's where Stowe's going to take over. So 3 and out for the Royals.
Okay, while we have a chance, I want to see if there's any. I want to kind of keep track of the Shenandoah Monroe Central game because
hey, by the way,
it kind of matters.
Zach Bennett watching. Is that Zach? Is that our Zach?
The Zach Bennett?
Dave Poff says we sound like Vin Scully and Harry Carey. I want to be Harry Carey. I'm not sitting in the bleachers with the fans, though. Dave, I'll move down there for you. Stowe puts a man in motion. Takes the snap. Hands off to Dollar. Dollar's got an edge. Dollar's going, and he gets taken down from behind by Rainbolt. But you just see two things there. You see the line just gets so much push.
Yeah.
One, just so much push. Everybody's got a hat on him, and then Dollar's strength to just break through those arm tackles, and he picks up about 15. And I give him 18 out to the 42.
And thank goodness Cole was able to get him down there.
Stowe puts Will Alexander in motion. Hands off to Dollar again. Just look at the push.
Yeah.
We gotta do something. Our D-line is just on skates right now. And part of that, if this was grass, I'd say part of that's this drizzle, but it's not. This is turf. You can put your cleats in. You've got to get your whole foot in the ground, and you got to drive forward. Oops. Sorry, Cody was looking at clouds.
Sorry.
2nd and 3 here. Yeah, that whole right side of our line is just getting collapsed. Stowe to throw. He's going to run. He likes to scramble, and he's going to just lower the shoulder and run over Voles there. Pick up, or that's Sullivan, not Voles.
And right now they're just dominating us on the line.
Yeah, we got to fix that.
Monroe Central currently with a 7-0 lead over Shenandoah.
We're going to watch that game closely because if the Raiders can pull off the win there, then we will have a 3-way tie for the MEC championship. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs here. He was going forward. Deep pass down the middle, and that is Nick Whitty with the catch, and Nick Whitty's going to score. We lost track of him.
Yep. Got deep, and Whitty's that's his 9th touchdown of the year, I believe.
They ran switch, and our coverage, our safety, I don't know where our safety was there. Now, first of all, the guy in motion is going forward. That should have been a penalty. We didn't have a safety. Watch this again. We don't have a safety. We are just, I don't know. We don't, blown coverage there for the Royals. Oh, yes.
Oh, it's blocked or missed. I don't know. So.
Let's see there. I was looking at my replay buttons. Let's see if we can see if that was blocked or.
No, I think he just kind of kicked it.
It's like he almost heard a whistle and kind of halfway kicked it. Yeah. So 13-0 here real early on. Oh, that's a great shot from Cody. We want to thank Cody Hibbert for coming out tonight and running the sideline camera. I don't know if he can hear us or not, but, again, he's standing out in the drizzle tonight, and we appreciate that. He's doing a great job.
And I might text him. He can talk. He just can't hear us.
Yes.
So, if he wants to talk.
So Lapel set to kick off again here. Rainbolt back deep again. O'Neal and Voles there as well. I want to thank everybody who's watching tonight.
Oh, I guess you have him on.
I've got him on. Cody's
Okay.
on, so he can talk if he wants to talk. Again, Camp to kick off, and this is going to be a huge possession for the Royals. We've got to move the ball and get some momentum back here. Camp with a nice kick. Rainbolt's going to field it at about the 12. We got this side return. He's got a lane. Cole cuts back. He's got more room to go, and Cole brings it out to about the 37-yard line where he's gang tackled. We've got a seam. If we can get it up this sideline, this near sideline, and we've tried it both times, we can make something work here.
And the most important thing is we've got to get something here. We've got to move the ball a little bit. One, just to give our defense a little rest because they have just been on the field a lot, and they've not Lapel's just moved the ball on us fairly easily.
Yep. By the way, we tried this new scoreboard out last week. You see the scoreboard at the bottom of the screen. Let us know what you think, if you like it or not, compared to our old scoreboard. We're making some tweaks and things to it, trying to make it look more professional.
And we do have the chat open. We just can't see it all the time like we usually do. So
Swan hands off to Arnold. Arnold finds a little hole and picks up about four or five. That was split backs there. And I said, we've been riding Cole, and I think we're going to see us distribute the ball more this week. I think you're going to see, we've already seen us throw to Landon. Cole's only got one carry, Zach with one carry. I think you're going to see share the wealth a little bit more this week. Just because, again, Cole's had such a heavy workload the last 2 weeks. 2nd and 6 here. Swan back in the pistol. Sends Kane Sotelo in motion. Hands off on the counter to Rainbolt. Rainbolt gets the edge.
Gosh.
And then he is stuck.
I mean,
Man, he is stuck.
what a great tackle there by 31.
That was Riley Hudson, 12.
Or was it? 12, sorry. It's a really good tackle.
Landon tried to run him off, and then that's just not great effort by Landon. We're just going to be honest. He's got to do a better job. He either has to run him off if he's man coverage, or he's got to block him. 3rd and 3 here. Again, pistol. This is 4-down territory. You're going to go for it.
We've got to get something positive here.
Got that toss. He's got the edge. We got blockers out there. Rainbolt's going to pick up some yardage, and he goes down. I thought they were going to throw a flag for a late hit, but he gets across the 50 to the 45.
And that was one of our best runs, and I feel like that's been one of our better runs this season.
Well, we've only had that run in for 3 weeks now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've only had that play in for 3 weeks. But he, got the edge. That was a mistimed blitz, so Lapel blitzed in the middle, and what they did there by blitzing in the middle, they take a guy away that could have tracked that down. And so nicely called play there. Royals get the edge. Swan fumbles the snap right to Rainbolt, and he's taken down.
Thankfully, Cole has able to get a hold of that, and the ball might be a little wet, a little slippery, but
like I said, there's football conditioning kits now that you use that you can you put stuff on there. It really doesn't make it too bad. Oh, the snap was to the side. It was a bad snap there. Really, I mean, again, as long as they don't get muddy, even in this wet conditions, the ball's going to be fine. So 2nd and, 17 now for the Royals? I know the scoreboard says 2nd and 10. It's just reading the scoreboard on the field.
there we go. They fix it.
Yep. Swan goes empty. 3 receivers to the near side. Puts Rainbolt in motion this way. He's going to sprint out. He's got Arnold deep. Zach Arnold got it. Touchdown, Zach Arnold.
What a play. Nice job. There's a great shot of Zach and the celebration there. Carter comes in. So Zach got behind him a little earlier, and now we see it again.
You gotta let Swan eat, He gets behind him again. You give him time to throw.
And it kind of a controlled rollout there like you were talking about before the game. I believe. I don't know how you termed it, but
just sprinting out. Well, right now what Lapel has to do is they're giving up the edge. Their DNs have been slanting in, right now, and they have to make sure and control the edge because right now the Royals, whether it's on sprint outs or that quick toss to Rainbolt, we're getting outside pretty easily. Redmond's kick is up, and it's good, and that'll make it 13-7 in favor of the Bulldogs here.
And boy, do we need that.
They did.
We needed that, and now we need our defense to kind of take something and get something going there positive for them. Because right now,
because if we hadn't gotten anything out of that, it could have been 20-0 quick, and that would have been bad.
And their three players have Stowe, Dollar, and Whitty, kind of their big three. It seems like that we've got to be able to get them under control. They're the ones that are doing most of the damage.
Yep. I told you this game was going to be in the 30s, at least.
So Zach got, like Zach Webb mentioned, Zach got behind him earlier on the first drive possession. We just overthrew him, and this time perfectly thrown pass there by Houston.
Well, and so Zach, with that catch, Zach actually moved into the top 10 in career total yardage, receiving and rushing combined. So he and Cole are both in the top 10 for career yards. They're the first pair of classmates in Eastern history to do that. Redmond set to kick off. There's a big hole. There's nobody from the hash to our sideline over here. I know we're lined up on the other hash, but still. Redmond pops it up. Fielded. Oh, and that was a little slip there in the rain. Hudson goes down, sits down at the 32-yard line, and that's where the Lapel Bulldogs will take over. And we've got to see something up front. We got to do something to slow this rushing attack down here.
Any comments?
Sherry Dowd said, woohoo. I love Sherry's comments. Mm-hmm. Stowe again here in the pistol.
We love home participation.
Yes. Takes the handoff, gives to Dollar. Dollar gets outside there a little bit. A little better there from the Royals.
I was getting ready to say, that's a little bit better, but it's still going to pick up 4 yards.
It's like you just look down and you thought, oh, that was pretty good defense, but he picked up 5. Ball's on the 38 now.
21-0 Monroe Central.
Okay.
It's still in the first quarter. Shenandoah not helping us out.
No. Pistol formation, 2 tight receivers. They really liked this formation against Heritage Christian. Dollar again. Caden Nation did a nice job there. Caden did a good job of punching that tackle, and so he punched that left tackle and held him there. But we got to get some more guys there coming from the linebacker position because it's 3rd and 1.
And, got an update from Centerville Knightstown, too, in a minute.
I'm sure that's a riveting game. Dollar again up the middle, and he just powers his way forward, and he picks up about 3, and it's going to be first down Bulldogs.
It's actually 9-0 after the first. So Centerville, who we play next week at home in the sectional, currently leading Knightstown 9-0 after 1.
You got to wonder for Centerville, how hard are you trying in that game, or are you just playing all your JV guys? Mm-hmm. Stowe in the pistol again, 1st and 10. Takes the snap, looks to throw. He's got a good pocket.
Ooh.
Going to get a hold? No, they're not going to call
Looks
the hold.
like a hold on Nation. Well, against Nation. Good tackle.
They're going to call a block there. Dollar threw Cameron Voles. I thought it was a clean block, but he threw Cameron Voles into Stowe. But they're going to call a block in the back on Dollar there.
You could see Dollar pleading with the official there.
He actually, if he just hadn't blocked Voles, I think it would have been better for him. I think Stowe would have gotten more yardage. Yep, blocking the back on Dollar there.
These great shots of that looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to know we can do it from the other sideline if we needed to.
Yep. So that's going to be a loss of 9 on that penalty. So it'll be 1st and 19 for the Bulldogs here.
So this is where you got to get them off the field.
Yep.
So
you
got
got
to
first and 19. You got to make a couple plays. Stowe takes the snap, gives to Dollar.
Yes.
Dollar's met in the backfield there.
Great job there.
Braden Tencher, we blitzed into it. Right now, we're saying we dare you to beat us with the pass. We're going to try to take away Dollar.
Yeah, and that's where we have to do something there. That's where it was going to be really disappointing if they were going to run that and pick up 10.
Yes.
So nice job by the Royals.
You look right now, I mean, we didn't have anybody back deep. Now Cole's backing up a little bit here. But on first down, we had nobody back deep.
I catch myself forgetting I can look out the window to watch the game. Oh, it's
Stowe bounces it in his attempt there to Will Alexander. It's going to be 3rd and 22 here.
But you got to know where Dollar is, and you got to know where Whitty is, because both of them can break something pretty easily.
And no dumb penalties to extend it here.
Yeah.
Although a pass interference isn't your worst thing, rather than getting beat.
Yeah.
So Stowe in the pistol here.
Oh, screen.
Only picks up about 7. And that's where number 42, Kyle Shelton's taken down, and the Bulldog punt team's going to come out here.
That's a big stop for our defense.
That's huge.
It was getting ugly there for a moment. Our offense comes up with a big play. Now our defense has come up with a few big plays, helped by a penalty.
You got to take advantage of those. You know, that's one of those things that you have to take advantage of those penalties. It looks like we're coming after this punt, too. Nice punt there. We got a block there by Smitty, and Rainbolt's going to bring it out past the 45-yard line. Smitty definitely blocked in the back, but they didn't call it, so it's a good block there, Smitty. So the Royals are going to take over with great field position again on their own 47 with a chance to go take the lead. That missed extra point is going to loom large this game. Your phone's really loud.
Sorry. I'll get that.
Swan here in the gun. Riggs is the tight end. Kane the near slot. Going to hand off to Rainbolt up the middle and just nothing. We have not had anything up the middle has not been there. It's been all on the edge tonight for the Royals. Rainbolt loses a yard there. Bring it 2nd and 11. It was a nice job, Charlie Pitcock, with the tackle there.
Been a long first quarter here.
Yeah. Well, a lot of scoring.
Yeah.
Swan again in the gun. Sends Arnold in motion. Jet sweep to Arnold. Arnold cuts up. He cuts back.
He's fast.
And he's going to go out of bounds at the 34. Zach Arnold right now single-handedly doing it all.
Yeah, that was a great cutback. It looked like he was kind of wanting to go left, and then he cuts it to the right. And I keep forgetting to look at the game. I'm watching this monitor. I'm basically watching it on TV. But
that jet sweep, they just over-pursued because we beat him outside so much that Zach was able to cut that back. He has such great vision. Arnold in motion again. Fake. Hand off to Rainbolt on the draw. There's nothing there.
No.
There has not been anything there because our line is just getting driven back into the lap of the running back.
you see a little frustration by Cole. There's nothing he can do about that.
No, I mean, he's taking the handoff and he's getting killed. I'm guessing we'll see a sprint out pass here. Although Heritage Christian had a lot of success with screens. Some tunnel screens like out here to Landon. Swan takes the snap, fakes.
In the flat.
Yep, kind of like that. Zach Arnold gets the corner, and he's going to be real close to a first down.
Oh, we could have had a good shot there. Yep. Cody's camera, I missed it. I keep forgetting he's on that side.
But I tell you, Heritage Christian had that same success. That was a little bubble pass there. Same idea as a screen. Going to be 3rd and 4 now.
But it's manageable now.
Yeah. And you got 2 downs to pick this up. So you probably see another jet here. Heritage had a lot of success, too, into the boundary, going into the short side of the field. Although we don't see here probably that toss to Cole. Nope, Houston's going to keep it himself. He gets stood up. He did not pick it up. It's going to be 4th and 1.
Big play here.
Yep. 4th and 1.
It's where you got to and when you're playing a good football team, you got to find a way to get 1 yard.
Yep.
You just got to.
We're going to have to snap it before the end of the quarter here.
They're running out of time.
Zach.
Get it.
He got it. He got it. Yeah, they gave it to him. He got to the 20. Zach Arnold's going to pick it up.
Zach's having a really nice game here. He's got the long touchdown catch. He's had our best run. And he picks up a big, short yardage run there.
Yep, and that's going to be.
Is there a flag?
No.
Oh, I thought we were going the wrong way.
No, well, it's the end of the quarter.
Gotcha.
So, end of the first quarter with the score, Eastern Hancock 7, Lapel 13. But Eastern Hancock with the ball on the 20-yard line here, threatening to take the lead.
I do want to, while we have a quarter break here, I do want to congratulate our volleyball team on a great season. They ended their season last night at Union County in the sectional, but they were 20-9 this year. Had one of the best volleyball seasons that we've had in a long time. So very nice job by them. And I believe unofficially, I think Lily Hunt may have broken the career kills record last night unofficially. So congratulations to her if that's the case as well.
I had somebody ask in the chat about, curious to know who's number 1 in career yards. That would be Spencer Gilbert. Just so many rushing yards. And then he was a 900-yard receiver on top of nearly 6,000 rushing yards.
The most Shenandoah scored, by the way. But the most impressive thing about Spencer is how much he didn't play his senior year because he sat out so many games because we were winning by so much.
Yeah, he had a lot of games. He had 368 yards against Union County on 14 carries. That's a lot of yards. He averaged 25 yards per carry. So Royals here on the 20-yard line. Call it the 21. Swan here in the pistol. Takes the snap, looks to throw. He's got Riggs dragging across. Goes back to Rainbolt on the screen. Rainbolt's going to score. Cole Rainbolt scores.
Huge play there. Nice job, Zach and Cole there. And really well done, executed play there.
Yeah. Houston rolls out. Good job by Cole. Lyman really didn't even need to do anything there. This Lapel defense just so aggressive. Overran it. Houston's got 2 touchdown passes here.
Here we went from just a few minutes ago thinking that we were just going to get run out of here, and now we got a chance to take the lead here on an extra point.
Redmond's kick looks good. It is, and the Royals take the lead 14-13 with 11:51 left here in the second quarter.
So, and that was a record.
Cole broke the finally took him 9 weeks, but finally broke the all-time career receiving touchdowns record. He was tied with Austin Smith at 23, so that was his 24th touchdown catch of his career.
Yep, so congratulations, Cole, on being the career touchdown receiving leader. in Eastern Hancock history.
And again, just we're not doing anything up the middle, but getting those runs to the outside and then just letting Zach and Houston work. Houston's done a great job throwing the ball. Zach has been electric with the ball in his hands. It's what we needed to do.
See if we got any updates. Centerville now up 23-0 over Knightstown. Almost halftime. Greenfield Central ahead of Newcastle 14-12.
Redmond getting ready to kick off here. I bet we're going to try to get this.
The momentum is definitely in the Royals'
way
here.
Keep it on the ground. Whitty fields it. Whitty tries to take it the opposite side of the field. He's got no blockers. All of his blockers were this way.
Yeah.
He had a lane if he just comes up this sideline.
Yeah.
But he tried to take it clear to the other side of the field and really doesn't pick much up.
Really did a nice job just hemming him in. And
yeah, Landon just kind of kept him there. And ball's going to be on the 38-yard line. And we've had better field position than the Bulldogs have here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
That was something against Shenandoah. We only started inside the 40-yard line once. And field position, it's been crucial the last 2 nights or 2 weeks. So Stowe, his team trailing now in the pistol. Hands off to Dollar. Dollar eludes Kane Sotelo, eludes Cameron Voles, and then lowers the shoulder on Cole Rainbolt, and he picks up 17 yards there. And just like that, we see Dollar getting some momentum again.
I just realized we told Cody he could talk, but we didn't have our earbuds in.
I don't know if he's been talking or not.
Yeah.
Ball's on the 43-yard line here. Stowe, high snap.
Ooh, flag.
And there's Tincher, knifes in and makes the tackle. Had to be an illegal shift there from the.
It was immediately as the ball was snapped.
Yeah. I don't know what it was. Because Whitty wasn't moving forward at the. Oh, he said he's talking to the offensive lineman there. He was Grant Morris. He was telling him that while a guy was in motion, he put his hand down. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
And that's what that's what hurt the Bulldogs' last possession.
Mm-hmm. Penalties.
That penalty set them back. They couldn't overcome.
Well, I told you with Heritage Christian, they were the better team for 2.5 quarters, and penalties and fumbles are what changed the momentum of that game. There's a lot of space over there, that far side. Stowe gives to Dollar on the outside zone that way. And again, what we're doing right now, we are selling out. Tincher and Rainbolt are just selling out to stop that. And
I'm going to unplug the earbuds.
It's going to make it real dangerous if they go play action and try to hit us over the middle. But so far, Coach Miller hasn't done that. Second and 15 again. Stowe back to throw. Has Whitty immediately tackled there by Voles. Picks up about 8 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Cameron's about as sure of a tackler that we have.
Other than Sotelo, I would say.
And he that wrestling experience.
Tincher's the same way. Tincher's gotten a lot better at going low and tackling. But see what I mean here? The whole middle of the field, we have nobody deeper than 4 yards. Mm-hmm. And play action, if they hit us over the middle, kind of like they did on that touchdown pass, that could be no bueno. Dollar going to get a holding call, though. He picked up about 6, but there's going to be a hold. That's how they got him out there. And again, Lapel and the penalties.
Mm-hmm. And the Royals are definitely looking. We're focused on stopping Dollar, which they should be.
Well, and it's one of those things you can't. You got to say, we're going to take away this guy. If you want to beat us, you got to beat us through the air.
Yeah. Not seeing the score.
Somebody asked, score should be on there. 3rd and 17.
Got to get him off the field.
Probably a screen. Well, they ran a screen last time.
Looking deep, but pulls it down.
He's going to run it and only pick up about 5. And it's going to be 4th and 14 here. It's just been, right now, Lapel's penalties are what are getting them.
Yeah, that's been the difference.
We haven't stopped them for a lot of losses. They just can't get out of their own way right now. And our defense is playing pretty well, taking Dollar away. And they haven't shown that they can throw the ball effectively yet. They're going for it on 4th and 14 here. .9:22 left here in the first quarter, or first half.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Punt by Stowe. It's going to roll into the end zone, though.
Oh, break.
Royals got a break. And they're going to get the ball back on their own 20 here.
So defense stepped up. I mean, again, the Lapel's kind of shooting themselves in the foot, but the defense have still made the plays to keep them and handle them, and because the first 2 possessions, Lapel just marched right down.
Yeah. Right now, like I said, we're selling out to stop Dollar, and until they prove that they're going to hit us with those passes deep over the middle, then we're just going to keep doing it. Okay. We're going to keep bringing the pressure. And right now, we have more defenders than they have blockers there.
Here we go. If you put another touchdown up here. Oh.
Swan couldn't handle it, and he's taken down.
I missed it.
I think it just went through his hands. I think he went to go fake.
That's twice that we've.
The first one was a bad snap. This one, I think he went to go fake. It was low,
his legs.
It's still, you get your hands on it, you got to do that. And now we just made the same mistake that they did.
Yeah.
Now, they haven't shown Zach Arnold type player that we have. Zach getting behind the defense and see if Zach can do something here.
Now you got to be worried about making a critical mistake.
Yeah, empty formation here. Swan looks to throw.
Great. Great protection there, though. Houston had time.
They were drop guys in coverage, and nobody covered Zach. You'd think you'd have somebody on him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they called a chop block on the Royals, and we saw that. So a chop block is when one guy cut blocks, and the other guy next to him hits the guy high. So essentially it's one guy blocking below the waist and one guy blocking above the waist to the same defender. And I actually saw that. I pointed it out to Coach Poff because Braden Tincher's been doing that all last week.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you said, to protect Houston, we've struggled with pass protection. So they're cut blocking, which means they just dive at the knees of the defender.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is with that, if Carter dives at the knees of a guy and Tincher's the guard next to him and Tincher hits him while Carter's going low on him, it's a penalty. So that's exactly what happened there. If you watch, Carter's been cutting a lot to try to give Houston that time. So 3rd and 19 again. Houston rolling out. He's got Riggs. Riggs is wide open. Can't get it to him. Does get it to Cole. Nope, they're going to call it incomplete.
But he had to turn his body so much.
It is so hard to roll out to the left under any kind of pressure here and get that ball out. Because he had Riggs, and Riggs would have gotten really close to a first down if he hadn't picked up the first down. And now we saw the Royals with that bad snap, catch, whatever you want to call it there, do the same thing that Lapel did and put ourselves in a bad situation here. Now we're forced to punt, and Lapel is going to get great field position.
Who returns for them?
I believe it is Riley Hudson.
Ooh, they came after it.
They did. Hudson's going to let it roll.
Oh, great.
Redmond has it roll all the way to the other side of the 50. Voles is encouraging it.
I wish I would have had Cody's camera before earlier as it was rolling.
They've gotten real close to those punts. If we have any kind of a bobble on a snap, that could be not good for us.
Any comments going?
No.
Nope.
Somebody asked who's going to break Spencer's record. No one. And the reason I say that is in the mercy rule era, it's really hard to do. That running clock in the second half makes it incredibly difficult to break those big career records. Stowe up the middle to Dollar. Dollar just churns the legs and picks up 5. That's where he's probably had the most success, is right there kind of between the tight end and the tackle. When he tries to go outside, that's when Cole and Tencher are there to take that away. And he's had a little more success running to his right than his left.
Apparently our program is not
Did you make it viewable?
well, I put it in that folder. I thought that usually does it.
No, it doesn't. You got to still make it where anybody can view it. Dollar just drives forward.
Sorry if you were trying to get our program.
No, you got to.
I thought once you put it in that folder, it
Because it's a shared drive, it doesn't do it.
And then all the programs I think I've done is that way.
Okay, I'm going to do this while you talk here.
Okay, sorry. Make sure I'm on the right camera. So it is. I can't see a scoreboard. I don't even know it. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah. Dollar
Dollar
again.
right up the right side, and he's going to get the first downer close to
9,
short.
He's going to pick up about 9.
And that's the kind of runs that Dollar had early on in this ball game. And we're kind of trying to dare them to throw a little bit here. And they do have a long touchdown pass early on.
Okay, it should be good now. The program should. Dollar again. Gets hit at the line of scrimmage, but he's going to be real close there to a first down.
Looks like it's going to be just short.
We pinched into that. Nation pinched inside, and Hoskins pinched there. Now they're going to call it short, 3rd and 1 here.
I think this is an easy call. Though they had a really good success on that
Quarterback sneak.
too.
Well, you got 2 plays here to get it.
So.
Lapel, go to a standard shotgun instead of the pistol. Stowe's going to keep it.
Yep.
And again, so here's the thing. When Lapel wants to get push, they get push. But they don't want to get push every play. I mean, right there, Stowe just picked up 4 before anybody even breathed on him. But they've just been so hit or miss on there. It's almost like their effort is going up and down. I think Lapel is very comparable to Centerville, who we'll see next week. So I think this is our ability to stop the run here is boding well for Centerville next week. Dollar again up the middle, and he just powers through for about 6 more.
And this is where they had a lot of success doing this early on in the game, and then
kind of went away from it.
Penalties
have hurt them.
Yep.
And they're having more success running to the right than the left. They're right. I don't know if that's just a matchup thing or a lot of teams put their better pass blockers on the left and their better run blockers on the right, if you have such a thing. Stowe's going to sprint out. He's got a receiver. Oh, and he tried to zip that thing in there.
Cody had a great look at it. But
look at this. He has a receiver wide open. I believe that's Hudson. And he just zips it when he doesn't need to. He could just float that thing to Hudson and pick up the first down really easy. Third and 4 here, long 4. Hands off to Dollar. Dollar going to drive through, and he picks up, gets inside the 15. So here's one thing with Stowe. Last year, Stowe threw for 2,200 yards, but he graduated his top 3 receivers. And two of his top 3 receivers now are a freshman and a sophomore. So you have to wonder how much time he's had to work with them,
Right.
especially the freshman, because he's a senior. You have to wonder, has he had a ton of time? And that's why some of this timing may be off between him and his receivers. Dollar, they just cave down that whole side of the line, and Dollar picks up 5 more, gets it down to the 10.
By the way, Monroe Central just decided they were just going to take the conference and forget about it. I think they were 35-7 after first quarter.
Well, we saw Shenandoah last week. Shenandoah was not great. They kind of hung with us because they made some plays on senior night, I think, but they were not a great team. Dollar driving his feet, just pushing, and he's down to the 1-yard line. Watch this run. He just keeps his legs churning. Gets hit at the 6. Gets some help from his lineman.
Jeez.
We saw that against Heritage Christian. Same thing. Stowe, quarterback, sneaks it in. Now, they're going to go for 2?
I mean,
To me, you think you're going to be in a shootout, you go for 2. I think you're going to be in a shootout. I go for 2. They got their kicker coming in.
oh,
I go for 2. Caden Camp going to try
I think their missed extra point was kind of a fluke.
I think it was
earlier,
too. But to make it a 7-point lead again. Camp's kick looks good and is. And Lapel retakes the lead 20-14 with 3:53 left here in the second quarter. So that first quarter felt like it took forever.
Right.
Second quarter's going pretty quick here. Now, one thing, talking about Lapel, Tim Miller always interests me because they don't have a conference. So they have to him, these first 9 games, he wants to win them, but they are all practice for him.
Yeah.
The guy has, in 10 years, he has won 3 sectionals, and he's played for 2 more sectional championships. So half the time, they're playing in sectional championship games. And a lot of times, especially here late in the season, against Jay County week 8 and against us week 9, you'll see him try things that maybe he doesn't think are necessarily going to work right now, but you'll see him try things that he's working on for next week and the week after and the week after.
Right.
And, I mean, if he has – I've seen him, I think it was 3 years ago now against Jay County. They didn't play their starting quarterback at quarterback. He played on defense, but they didn't play him at quarterback just because he was trying something different.
Yeah.
And so you got to wonder, you think maybe they're trying things, but right now they've just been working Dollar. They haven't really tried anything else. Their pass game has not been great.
Yeah.
So Camp set to kick off here.
I find it interesting that they're not even in a conference, and they haven't been for a while, I don't believe.
He's going to kick it to Rainbolt again. Cole fields it down at the 1. Cole gets a run outside, and Cole Rainbolt, and then he's going to get 15 more tacked onto it. Nope, they didn't throw it. Why would you kick to it, Cole?
Yeah,
if you're anybody, why would you kick to Cole?
But did you see where Cole caught that from?
I know. Why would you kick to Cole? That's my question.
He caught it. Cole nearly went into the end zone there.
I know, but I can't. That's twice now that he's touched it on kick returns, and twice he's had huge returns. And I just don't understand that.
I think they see their kicker as a weapon and don't expect people to return that.
Yeah, but you have film, I'm not going to complain. I'm just wondering. Ball's on the 31-yard line. Swan in the gun. Puts Arnold in motion, takes the snap, gives to Rainbolt up the middle. And again, taken down, just swarmed for no gain.
Yeah.
And we gotta get a first down here, because if we don't, both teams still have all their timeouts left. If we don't get a first down here, we can give them the ball back with a chance to score before the half. There's 3:27 to go.
Or if we can score here before the half, we're getting the ball in the second half.
Yes.
So.
No, that's what I want. I'm just saying we gotta make sure we got to get at least a first down here. Same formation, other way. Kane Sotelo in motion. Swan back to throw. Oh. And that was...
I think he just wanted to get rid of it. He was getting pressure right in his face.
You know what? I've not been real impressed with Lapel's pass defense. Because right there, that number 2, Josh Coleman, if he could have picked that would have been a pick 6. He just doesn't even know where the ball's at. Their pass defense is, we can get them with this. 3rd and 10 here.
It is no longer raining anymore, by the way, so it's dry conditions now.
Swan back to throw. Under pressure, and he's going to get it away, but can't get it to Rainbolt there. And he goes down. It's going to be 4th and 10. Dave Poff said there's a good story about Lapel and conference affiliation. They said we still have the first quarter up. We do. That's because it's not us. It's the scoreboard here in the stadium.
Yeah, our scoreboard reads their scoreboard.
Yes.
So we are not the ones to complain
It's
to.
nothing we can do.
It is the second period.
Yes. 2:55 to go here. Redmond. I think he got a piece of that one.
Still gets a good roll.
Yeah. And it rolls all the way down to the 40. Redmond has gotten some great rolls on these punts.
I need to keep remembering that Cody's over there right next to it.
I know.
Getting some good shots.
So I do know, though, we're talking about Lapel in a conference. They were in a conference. They were in the ICC, the Indiana Crossroads Conference.
Right. Had a lot of private schools in, I believe.
That's Lutheran, Ritter, Cecina, Triton Central.
And this is after they left the White River Athletic Conference, which we were in at one time back.
They joined that conference, and I think they just joined when they were a little bit down. And when you're playing Park Tudor in basketball with Yogi Farrell, and you're playing Cecina and Ritter and Lutheran and Beech Grove in football, they had some really lean years around 2009, 2010, where they really struggled.
But there's schools around their size that they could, you know what I mean?
Yes.
There's conferences around.
Empty formation for Stowe. Fakes to Dollar. He's got a receiver deep. Landon's going to pick it off.
Yeah. Nice job, Landon.
Stowe has just not been anywhere near accurate tonight.
That was a great job by Landon. He found it, and he went up and got it. He got position, almost blocked him out like a basketball. He better be doing that here in a couple months as well as he blocked that guy out.
I mean, Stowe, he's got his receiver. He just completely underthrows that. Landon does a great job playing the ball, and now it's almost like we just picked up a first down back there because that's where we had the ball. So now 2:35 to go. Royals have the ball back. Split backs for Swan.
Cody's getting a workout.
Gives to Arnold the other way. Arnold bounces it and gets taken down for a loss.
Cody just goes from end to end every time. There's been a lot of possessions, so he's getting quite the movement. You want to see the Cody camera there? He was getting a shot of the crowd there, but at an angle. So
2nd and 14 here for the Royals.
And we do see your chat messages. We just don't see them as immediately as we usually do.
Swan in the gun. Puts Riggs in motion. Takes the snap. Looks to throw. Nobody there. He's got room to run. He's going to have Arnold open. If Zach can get there. Can't quite get there, but we're going to get the flag.
And that can only be one thing.
Yep.
Looks like they hit Zach a little bit early.
And I don't think he was going to complete it anyway. I think it was just, Hudson trying to get there, and we didn't get it on the camera angle, but he did get there early. And that's going to be just enough for the first down, 15-yard penalty. So the Royals are going to have a first down, 1:46 left here. We're going to have the ball on the 48-yard line. And again, I don't think Swan was going to complete that.
No.
But Hudson just got beat. Siffel got separation.
We do want to point out it is 1:46 till halftime.
Yes, I know the scoreboard, they're not updating that. So Swan shifts everybody around, empty formation here. Puts Rainbolt in motion. He's going to sprint out this way. Rainbolt and Kane are too close to each other, but it works out. He gets it to Cole, and Cole's going to get a first down out past the 40-yard line and get out of bounds to stop the clock there.
So
Rainbolt went too deep on that route, but there was nobody in the flat, so it really worked out for us. Camera there.
I don't believe any timeouts have been used.
No, they haven't.
Either team. So full allotment of timeouts.
Royals in position to score here. Ball inside the 40-yard line down at the 38. Pistol. Swan's going to boot out. Nobody open. He's going to throw it away. And nobody, look at Cole again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, going back, and that was effective earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure that Cole's going to say, hey.
That's exactly what Cole's going to come over and tell Houston.
If we see that again.
One of our best offensive plays has been Houston scrambling, Cole blocking, and then leaking out late. Just backyard football. There's no play to it. There's no call there. It's just Houston and Cole playing football. You know, Cole just block, and then get open. Empty formation again here.
Just want to get something here on this.
Yeah.
Positive.
Houston gets to Cole again. Picks up about 5. I'll make it 3rd and 5.
And offensively, this has been one of our better games this season, I feel, so far. I don't want to jinx it.
We're not just sticking with pounding our head up the middle.
Yep.
It wasn't working. We quit doing it.
Oh, pressure.
Ooh. Cole's going to be short of the first down, though. It'll be 4th and 2. Ball's on the 30.
On the tackle there was Bracken and Hudson for the Bulldogs.
We're going to go on 2 here. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to go on 2.
Timeout.
And Lapel's going to blitz and jump off sides.
Let's see if our be quiet. Don't tell them that.
I'm just telling you, that's what's going to happen. We're going to
see
go
if our
on
timeout thing works. Hey, look.
Hey, it did.
Worked hard on that one little yellow mark to go away automatically.
I know.
Who was that talking? I didn't see.
Sherry Dowd and Luke Manship.
Oh, well, the Manships, are related to Lapel coach Tim Miller.
Mm-hmm.
And
his brother, who's his assistant, Todd Miller.
Yep. So they
telling you, it's 4th and 3. I'm telling you, we're going to go on 2. They're going to blitz, and they're going to jump off sides because they're going to try to time the blitz up.
So you can see there 1:06 left.
So Royals come out of the huddle here. Double wing formation here. Swan in the pistol. Hope they didn't jump off sides, but we got the edge.
Yes.
And Cole's going to pick up the first down and a whole lot more.
And that play has just been, I don't know what it is, but that play seemed to be our best play of late.
Well, they just aren't containing the edge. There's nobody out there.
And we take a timeout.
Yep. So what it is we're motioning Kane over. So you already have Riggs over there to block the defensive end, to double team him. We're motioning Kane over, and their safeties are not getting downhill fast enough to stop that. And so it's just as simple as that. We're outnumbering them over there, and I think it's one of those things that, Centerville's going to look at that was our success against Shenandoah. That's our success tonight, and they're going to try to take that away. I think Lapel probably thought our guys are good enough. We'll just take that away with our guys. We don't need to scheme for it. So a lot of times what you'll do is in a situation like that, as a coach, if you think our guys are good enough, we'll stop it without scheming, you kind of have a backup plan in your mind, and you'll see some adjustments at halftime. But in the first half, you're hoping, maybe Shenandoah was bad. Maybe we just got lucky against Shenandoah. So I think you'll see some adjustments at halftime to see them kind of come down and try to take that away. So ball's on the 19-yard line. Just under a minute to play. Swan to throw.
Oh, he's going right
away.
away.
He's got to Landon.
He's open. Touchdown.
The defender just left him.
He had no idea the ball was there.
No, none. And Houston's got his third touchdown pass of the game.
And Hudson, no idea.
Hudson, who kept the drive alive earlier with the pass interference penalty, now.
Oh, he's expecting. He's passing him off to somebody, I think.
He thinks it's cover 2. So he's playing cover 2, but there's no safety there.
Getting the extra point, important extra point here.
Yeah.
And
Redmond takes the lead back for the Royals. And
what's really important is if we can get a stop here in 54 seconds, we get the ball.
I know.
Coming out of halftime. And that's a huge and our players, Houston's looked sharp tonight. Landon, Zach, and Cole, right? All have a touchdown.
Same as last week.
Sorry about the cricket Cody cam.
And that is, again, that you let Houston do what he does best. You let him throw the ball. You let Landon and Zach and Cole do their thing and make plays. It's one thing I've found as a coach that when you've got guys that are just studs, you just let them do their thing.
I know it's cricket, but get a shot of our sideline there.
You just let, it's kind of like in basketball. Sometimes you have a guy and you're like, let's not overcoach him. A Victor Vince type. You're just like, let him do his thing.
And now defensively, we're
going to go into a prevent defense here, but we got to make sure that Dollar doesn't pop a long run on us or something.
Oh, yeah, because he's definitely still an option. They still have 2 timeouts, and he can break a big one anytime.
They bring it out to about the 35, 36 maybe, and that's where they're going to start. And we'll see exactly what Lapel wants to do. They've looked not very good throwing the ball. They just have not looked good.
Yeah, and it is windy, but we're throwing the ball.
Yeah, it's not that windy. If you look at the flag up here, it's not windy enough to make a difference.
But, we're throwing the ball pretty well and not having too many issues.
So Stowe empty here. Takes the snap. Hits Whitty on the stick route.
Nice tackle.
And Whitty gets tackled immediately by Kane Sotelo. Only picks up 4. Whitty lost his mouthpiece.
I don't know if they expected us to be deeper there.
I think they did, and they thought he was just going to take it. Time's ticking. 30 seconds left here. Stowe again. Nothing doing. He's going to scramble. He does pick up the first down, which will stop the clock, but 24 seconds here on the clock.
Oh.
Lapel's going to take their timeout there.
Tincher is coming up limping a little bit. Hopefully he's all right.
So 24 seconds. You've got 1 timeout left now. You got to think, but they can still use the middle of the field here. It's not like they have to work the sideline or something. But for us, you just want to basically tackle them in bounds, keep that clock running, make them use their last timeout.
We know their kicker does well on kickoffs. Have he had many attempts? I
had not seen his long field goal.
Yeah, it's tough in high school.
He's just a kicker. He's listed as a kicker punter on the roster, nothing else.
Okay. So maybe he has a leg enough to.
But still, realistically, you probably got to get it down to the 20. So, I mean, they've got to pick up 32 yards to even have a realistic chance here, I would assume.
Oh, back. Oh, that's a lateral.
That was a lateral.
That was a lateral. I can't believe they blew that dead because I actually thought he might grab it and throw it.
So did I.
That was definitely a lateral. Oh, by a good yard and a half. That is
missed call there by the officials.
That's
so 21 seconds left now. 2nd and 10, although the down and distance really doesn't matter at this point. Stowe takes the snap. Again, throws it, and they're going to have to use their last timeout. No, they're letting the clock run down.
He downs it.
I don't
know.
I don't understand that. You have one timeout left. Now it's fourth
down. I think they're
down.
trying to. I think that maybe they think their kicker has a leg, and they were wanting to save that timeout at all costs to get a kicker out there. But what was his name again? Sorry, Camp.
And it just looks like you don't have a lot of confidence in Stowe here.
Now you got to be deep and keep everything in front of you. But Dollar's dangerous in the screen game, so
4th and 5 here.
You can't get too spread out and let Dollar just weave.
Royals are going to take a timeout now.
A good idea. See what they're looking at. Get an idea defensively.
Yeah, that's a weird sequence. And unless you just don't, the offensive line has given Stowe lots of protection tonight. You'd think you'd go with it, but maybe he just doesn't look good throwing the ball. I don't know if he's banged up. I don't know what the deal is, but he has not looked good throwing the ball tonight. Have any updates on Monroe Central?
I'm trying to check some updates while we'll
take a look at Eastern Hancock sectional. Again, we see in the sectional we'll be taking on Centerville. We'll be hosting those guys. They'll be 8-0 when they play us next week. But you know what?
Centerville's up 30-0.
Yeah,
in the third.
But here's the thing: I'm telling you, as soon as the draw came out, I texted you this. We're going to beat them. There's no doubt in my mind that we will beat Centerville because they play in the TEC. That's all I have to say. None. No doubt in my mind.
Big. Got to get a stop here. Keep everything in front. And they have no timeouts. Keep him. They're just going to make Dollar see what he can do. Get him out of bounds.
He stepped out, and there was still time left on the clock. He got to about the 25, and there was at least 1 second left when he stepped out. Probably more like 2. The official over here is pointing 1 like there should be 1 second left. Yeah, they're saying 1 second left, which is what I think is probably right.
It is the second period. Scoreboard is wrong.
Yeah, it's the half, or into the half. So if they kick a field goal, they're not going to kick the field goal. They're going to go for Hail Mary here. Because that would be a 42-yard field goal from there.
And they're taking their last time out now.
Yep. Yeah, ball in the 25. 42 yards is a long field goal for a high school kid, especially from this hash with a right-footed kicker.
So we were talking about the TEC.
Yeah.
Did you have we've seen the TECs traditionally. They have such a big conference. They only play one non-conference game.
Yeah, there are 9 schools in the TEC. Knightstown just joined, so they had 8 traditionally. The only schools to ever win a sectional in the TEC. Winchester won 1 sectional in 2015 when they had Keontae Enos, who played at IU. Hagerstown's won 10 sectionals. Tri has won 3 sectionals, mostly in the 80s. And then I believe that's it.
Centerville has not won a
sectional.
sectional?
Has never won a sectional. Northeastern's never won a sectional. Lincoln, Union, either of the unions, Union City, Union County, none of them have ever won a sectional.
And a few years ago, Hagerstown was
Hagerstown came
undefeated, and we were a 500 team, and we were able to win that
demolish
sectional.
them.
All right, big play here. Into the half. Throw it back.
Oh, and he dropped it.
Wow. What a break.
We got the break right there. Tyler Dollar drops it.
We got silent because there was a lot of potential in that play. Because he
was
just got to
score.
make one guy miss,
He
can do that.
He was going to score right there.
Yeah, that was a dangerous attempt there. Who was that?
That was Tincher that went for it.
He went after the ball instead of after the Dollar. And
because I think Dollar's probably, it's just him and Landon to that pylon.
oh. So
that was,
wow.
I told you it was going to be in the 30s. What did I tell you?
And it's now the
21-20.
third period.
Now it says the second quarter. So I don't know they got to fix their scoreboard here. We'll take a break for our Dave's Express Care Car Wash halftime here. Like I said, Royals, after that start, down 13-0. And again, Swan, I would say it's been Swan and Arnold.
Yeah, I wish we had stats.
Yeah, I wish we did too. We just don't have anybody
have.
keeping stats tonight on the road. But Swan and Arnold have just made a difference tonight. It's been up there. And then defensively, we forced them into some penalties. And they've gotten behind this chains, and then they can't throw the ball very well.
And, yeah, we've handled it pretty well since those first two drives. Even with the penalties, we haven't run any big plays since.
No, we haven't allowed anything big. So, like I said, Royals take a 21-20 lead into the half, and we're going to see what kind of adjustments each team makes, and we'll see what we can do here in the second half. We'll take a break, and we'll see you in 15 minutes. All right, folks, we're back here. We got 5 minutes left here in the halftime break. The Royals lead the Lapel Bulldogs 21-20 here on Lapel's senior night. Royals got down to an early deficit of 13-0 and then have since thrown the ball really well. Houston Swan with 3 touchdowns all through the air to Zach Arnold, Cole Rainbolt, and Landon O'Neill has got the Royals right back in this game. And we saw Zach Arnold had a big spark, a couple of huge runs, and that 52-yard touchdown catch have sparked the Royals and got them back. Well, they have the lead now, but back in this game. Now, on the other side of the ball, Lapel comes into this game with one of the best running backs we've seen all year in Tyler Dollar. And one of the things with Dollar is he is just such a tough runner to bring down. And what I'm going to show you, our linebackers this year, especially in the last couple of games, have really stepped up. And you'll notice them flying to the football, being aggressive. Chase Riggs, Braden Tincher, Kane Sotelo, these guys are absolutely just flying to the football and tackling low. And that's the difference that we've seen watching other teams, watching Heritage Christian play, Lapel. They didn't do that. And you see these guys, you watch Kane Sotelo in here, he sees it. He actually attacked really hard the other way, comes back, and then knifes in and takes down the defender there on that one. This is just kind of a highlight reel of some of the stuff that our linebackers have done. But you'll see these guys are really setting the tone for the game. Those first 2 drives, Dollar just did whatever he wanted, and the line for Lapel just did whatever they wanted to us. But now you see Tincher's flying in there, and Tincher's undersized. He's 150 pounds, but he's able to come in, hit a guy in the knees, and take him down. Cameron Voles the same way. That sure tackling from those wrestlers has, kept the Royals in this season, essentially. I mean, really going back to about the Monroe Central game, it's been those guys, that Tincher, Voles, Riggs, Sotelo, those guys have been able to shut teams down when our offense has had its struggles. Now tonight, our offense has been clicking. Again, we've been throwing the ball really well. We didn't let any of that wetness early on affect us. The wind has calmed down. There's a little wind, but it's not enough to really make a difference. And like I said, these linebackers have really set the tone. I'm going to give them the credit. Them and Zach Arnold, I'm going to give all the credit because these guys they've been great so far this season. And really, like I said, you can just see their growth. And the great thing with those guys is Riggs is the only one that's a senior. So the rest of them are all going to be back. So this defense is going to look very similar next year to how it does now. You're going to see a lot of that same those same guys, that same aggression, guys that have really stepped up that maybe we didn't expect to step up at the start of the season. Looking again here, we'll look at Lapel's sectional. We looked at it real early. They take on Frankton, who they crushed earlier this season in the first round. If they win that, they'll get the winner of Eastbrook and Eastern Greentown. Eastbrook, the favorite there, 7-0. Really good team, always a good team. Eastbrook has a great program, and that should be a great second-round game there. On the other side of the bracket, Tipton looks to have a pretty easy route to the sectional championship. So Lapel's not going to have an easy task if they want to play and win a sectional championship this year, but they're definitely in a position where they can do it. For the Royals, this sectional, we got about the best draw that we could get. Shenandoah got the bye. We don't want the bye. And we talked about it last week. The bye is not something you want in football. And then we got the 2 best teams, Heritage Christian and Cecina, on the opposite side of the bracket. Those two are going to have to take each other out in the first round. And, we don't have to worry about them. Heritage Christian, I believe their quarterback is injured. We've seen the last I think he got injured against Lapel, actually. And last week he didn't play at all. So it'd be interesting. They don't have a game tonight, so we won't be able to tell from the stats there what exactly he did. On our side, again, we talked about it. We have Centerville. And we said Centerville's 7-0. They're going to be 8-0. And then if we beat them, we'll have the winner of Northeastern and Winchester, which likely will be Northeastern. They killed Winchester earlier this season. But Centerville, again, they're going to be undefeated, but we've seen it before. The last 2 times that we took on an undefeated TEC team that was ranked, 2012, Hagerstown was undefeated. We were, I believe we were 4-5 in the regular season. They came to our place, and we just drilled them. 41-20, I think, was the final, but it wasn't even that close.
I do think this Centerville team is a little bit different in that they've just demolished everybody. Like they haven't been in any of those games but most of them they have had the mercy rule almost at halftime. So,
but that benefits us,
right?
Because they haven't played a full game since week 2.
True.
They have not. Their starters have not played a full game since week 2, and Hagerstown was doing the same thing. Hagerstown was beating everybody by 40 or 50 points that year. 2 years later, 2014, Northeastern, same thing. That Northeastern team had a kid go play for Ball State. Joey Claypool was their quarterback, and they were beating teams 50 and 60 every week, and we go in, we beat them 21-20 in the sectional championship. So, the TEC, the schedule is just so poor that no matter what Centerville does, their one non-conference game, Park Tudor was their only non-conference game, and it was a close game. It was 21-13 at halftime. They only won 28-13. And I don't think Park Tudor is a great team. So I think Centerville is going to be very overconfident, and I think we're going to come in battle-tested.
And then tonight's really encouraging because the Lapel is a really good team. They are, like you said, you think they're probably pretty similar to Centerville in a sense. So it's really encouraging how we're playing here this evening against a good opponent.
The main difference is Lapel all season has been able to throw the ball. Tonight, and it's nothing we're doing. He just has been off. Mm-hmm. I mean, Landon made a great play on the interception, but
it was underthrown.
It was underthrown.
Gave him an opportunity.
And down there with a minute left, it was almost like they didn't have the confidence to go deep with their quarterback. That's why they were throwing underneath. And so Centerville can't throw it all. And they haven't had to throw it all. So it's kind of hard to tell how good are they at passing because they haven't had to throw. Speaking of, you're talking about that Knightstown-Centerville game. I just read a tweet from the athletic trainer at Centerville. That game was running clock from the start of the game with 9-minute quarters.
Why?
Because
they just
Knightstown didn't have enough kids.
Oh.
I guess Knightstown, rather than cancel, they decided to play it, but running clock from the start, so they're already done with the game.
I know that they said that the first half or something took 30 minutes or something.
No, they had a 30-minute halftime because the first half went so quick.
Oh, I saw something was a little bit different.
Yeah, they had a 30-minute halftime because it went so quick, which it begs the question, why do you even play the game?
Right.
All you're doing is, if you know that you can't even play a full game, full 48 minutes, don't do it. Just don't risk getting somebody hurt. Just save it for next week.
Right.
That's my opinion. Not that anybody asked my opinion.
I was talking to some people on the sideline. I heard there's someone at home in a royal blue recliner watching the game. Former employee of the school.
Oh, yes.
With a heated blanket, and that's what I've heard.
Sean Gilliland. Thank you, Sean, for watching this game tonight.
So we have our sideline camera back.
We appreciate you, Sean. I hope retirement has been good to you so you can go play putt-putt. I know you've been excited to get back to that.
Let's see if we can get some scores before we go here.
Last I checked, it was 42-7 Monroe Central over Shenandoah.
Yep, 42-7 at half.
That was with 5 minutes to go in the first half.
We kind of went into the season thinking that the conference was probably going to be between us and Monroe Central at the start of the year. And by the way, it is the third quarter, but their scoreboard says second quarter. So, and our scoreboard reads their scoreboard. So,
there we go. Got it. Well, like I said, our scoreboard reads their scoreboard, or our camera reads their scoreboard. So, kickoff here from camp. Let's see if he kicks it to Rainbolt again. What do you think?
I think he's going to try to kick it in the end zone because he's got the leg. And
yeah, but the wind's against him a little bit.
We'll see. Well, that one's going to be a little shorter to someone else.
To Landon. Landon fields it at the 22. Landon goes down at the 24.
And Landon, not typically a returner for us.
He returns punts a lot, but not kickoffs.
Yeah.
Again, Zach's not back in there. I'm not sure. Maybe just trying to, again, limit his touches. We've seen, I talked about at the start of the game. distributing the ball, kind of giving these guys a break so that one guy's not carrying it 20-plus times. And we've done it, and we've been successful.
This bugs me. I just don't know why.
Yeah, the chat is – we can see the chat, guys. Are just –
We just don't see it as immediately as we have in the past.
I have to click on it now. So Swan in the gun. You got Rainbolt next to him. Got Cameron Voles going in motion. He's in for Arnold there. Going to have a screen.
Ooh.
Oh.
I think that's a good thing that was knocked down.
Yes, it was.
Because Dollar was kind of creeping up on it. I don't know. I don't hear it as well. There we go. Nope, I lost it totally.
I'll let you play with it.
You know what? I'm going to switch. I got Cody's headset. I'm going to swap mine out for Cody's.
Okay. So 2nd and 10 there on that incomplete screen pass. And they kind of sniffed that out a little bit. They were on top of it. So now, again, Voles in for Arnold. Giving Arnold a break here. Kane Sotelo goes in motion. Toss out there to Rainbolt. Rainbolt gets the edge again, cuts it back up, and he's taken down. He picks up about 5. It'll be 3rd and 5 right there. And again, that little toss sweep there with the motion has been really effective. So 3rd and 5 from the 30-yard line here. Double wing formation again. O'Neal and Voles are the receivers. Swan back to pass. Has O'Neal on the out. And O'Neal drops the pass there. Would have been a tough catch, but he drops it. That would have been a first down if he would have caught that. Sorry, we're trying to get Joe's headset so he can actually hear. And the camera just went out. Oh, you hit the wrong button.
Oh, I don't. I hit the
button.
The button with my cord.
Okay, so Redmond to punt. He has been getting everything out of these punts. Gets that one. He's going to get the friendly roll again.
Yeah, this is the first time they picked it up, though. All right.
That was Hudson. He's just let all of them roll, and now I sound terrible.
I can hear you fine.
I know, but I can't hear me very well. Hudson's just let them all roll, and he's given up probably 15 yards on average each time by letting those balls roll. So good field position, 44-yard line here for Lapel. Let's see what kind of adjustments they make. Again, they've struggled to throw the ball. Royals have been doing everything they can to take away the run, and they've been pretty successful after the first 2 drives. Stowe takes the snap, gives to Dollar. Good push by the Lapel line.
Uh-oh,
Dollar,
he could go. He's going
he's gone. Tyler Dollar.
Just what we were afraid of.
Here's what I don't like. Joe. I don't like our effort.
Yeah.
When Dollar gets past, I don't like our effort. We've got guys jogging, and I know he's fast. Smitty is working, but I don't like us jogging there. That's
what we're afraid of coming into the game.
Yeah.
Him getting a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam from the get-go.
Yes, he did.
And broke through the line right away.
And we saw that a lot against Jay County. I think he had 7 carries for 144 yards against Jay County.
Oh, what we got?
Penalty. I can't tell what he's offsides on us. Now they're going to go for it. Coach Miller's going to go for it because it's half the distance to the goal.
And you got to think they got to feel pretty confident that they can get a yard.
Yeah, it goes from the 3 to the 1.5 now. So,
especially when you see the push that they've gotten on quarterback sneaks.
Yeah.
Cody's trying to get in position.
Yeah, and that's one of those things you think, oh, it's.
We're gonna go with Cody Cam here.
You think it's a 1.5 yards. It's not a big deal, but that's a huge deal in this situation because now you go from 1 to potentially 2. So we got to get a good stand here from our D line.
Oh, what a break!
Oh
no!
My gosh,
that's horrible camera work by me. Choosing cameras. I think Cody had the shot, and I went away from it because I was afraid.
And that was...
You're not going to get a very good view. I messed
still,
that up.
What did we do? We did something, and now this doesn't sound good at all, Joe.
See, I can hear way better.
I can't hear. Like, I sound terrible on my...
I can hear you clear.
I sound awful on my head.
Huh.
Let's watch this again here.
I didn't do a very good job. You're going to be mad when I switch cameras.
High snap.
I switched it, and then
when
I needed to stay.
I sound terrible. My head.
Check this part, because you sound perfectly clear to me.
Okay. I still sound that way. I sound nasally and...
That's weird.
Here.
Sorry.
So the Bulldogs get the bounce there. Stowe just getting rid of it, and he finds Kyle Shelton for that 2-point conversion. And the great thing, though, here's what happens on a 2-point conversion. Nothing bad can happen to the offense on a 2-point conversion. It's not like college or the NFL. Mm-hmm. If he throws an interception there, we can't run it back for 2 points.
Right.
So you're taught, just toss it up and hope to get something on that play.
I wish I would have had stuck with Cody's camera.
That would have been a good view there. Camp with another kickoff. You're going to send this one to Rainbolt. Rainbolt from the 5.
Great move.
He's going to score.
He's got the sideline, but great tackle there.
Camp takes him out. What did I tell you?
Kicker.
Why would you kick to Cole Rainbolt? I don't understand it. I've never understood it. I don't care how good your kicker is unless he can put it in the end zone. And look at Cole.
Yeah. Great tackle there by the kicker.
Camp with the touchdown-saving tackle. I mean, it just baffles me. I love it. I'll take it all day.
And that's what we needed after that big play by Dollar. Something to get the Royals momentum going back.
We needed our big play going the other way. 28-21 Lapel lead, but Royals in Bulldog territory here. Swan empty. Puts Rainbolt in motion. Jet sweep to Rainbolt. They do a little better job, but Cole still picks up 3. See, that's not as good as the toss because Cole was so slow. So in that jet motion, I don't understand. We go really slow in our jet motions. That should be a dead sprint from Cole. He should be taking that handoff at full speed. Mm-hmm. The only reason I could think we don't do that is Cole is not a natural running back, so sometimes he struggles to read his blocks well. Mm-hmm. He's a wide receiver by trade. So I wonder if that has anything to do with it. You see Vols in again. Ziffel still on the sideline. Handoff to Vols. Vols stood up and gets it's a fumble.
Oh, they blew it dead. Oh, what a break for the Royals because Dollar was already counting his points.
Yes, he was.
Nobody was going to get him.
No.
Nobody was catching him. What a break. Vols got to protect that football. That's a break.
That is a break and a half. 3rd and 6 here for the Royals.
And Vols, not very many carries this year.
That's only his 2nd carry.
Yeah.
Again, probably giving Arnold a break. I see Arnold standing over there, so it doesn't look like he's getting worked on by the trainer or anything. Ooh. Swan's pass, no good there to O'Neal, and that was a smart play by Swan to throw it in the dirt. He saw it the last second. You'll see here on the replay. Watch this. He sees the safety at the last second jumping this pass. We're zoomed in too far. You can't see the safety, actually. The safety jumps it, and if Swan doesn't throw that in the dirt, that could be a pick 6 going the other way. So a good misfire by Houston. You don't say that very often. Redmond again to punt. Gets it off. And that one's going to bounce in the end zone. So good punt by Redmond. Still going to force them to drive 80 yards here. Not really a whole lot of comments since halftime here. Waiting on Dave Poff to comment. I feel like his comments will be about pizza.
All right.
I see Cody over there talking to Jenna. I'm hoping that Zach's not hurt. I'm hoping they're just giving him a break and getting some guys in. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. Stowe in the pistol again. Takes the snap, gives to Dollar. And see now, Dollar again. Tripped up by Voles.
Man, now it's getting dangerous.
Okay, now do you see the offensive line? They're doing what they did those first 2 drives. They are just running us over right now.
That was, Dollar's about ready. We talked about him in the pregame a lot.
Yes.
And he's starting to show that.
And you know what? This Lapel crowd has been really quiet. This is the first time you can kind of hear them now. They've been really not into this game.
Well, I think they were a little surprised. I don't think they anticipated us to have the lead at halftime.
No, they were good right at the start, but then they've been kind of off. Here's a stat comparison offensively. You said we're talking about Voles, his second carry of the season. Look at these stats here. The seniors for the Royals, and this is something that we're going to have to replace next year. 100% of our passing yards have been from Swan, which is normal. Usually only have one guy throwing the ball. 100%, over 100% of our rushing yards have come from seniors, Rainbolt, Arnold, and Riggs. The underclassmen have a total of -9, and 76% of our receiving yards and 89% of our touchdowns on the season have all come from seniors. So that's one of those things that we have got to get some of these younger guys involved, like Voles, because he's going to be a key contributor on the offense next year. Screen to Whitty, and he dropped it. And again, this passing game, and that just looked like Stowe doesn't look comfortable throwing the ball.
He had to go down and get it. I think it was catchable.
Oh, yeah.
But it wasn't an easy catch. He had to go down and get it. Stowe didn't really help him out any.
Stowe's passes right now, it looks like he's throwing darts. If you watch him release, and right there, because he was throwing it right at us, you can watch him release. He's not flicking his wrist real well. It's almost like he's kind of pointing at the receiver like he's throwing a dart instead of a football.
And they go back to Dollar, which
picks up about 4 or 5.
Why not?
So I'm wondering if Stowe's hurt or what. I had a question. Is it Dollar or Dollard? No D on the end. Dollar like money.
The money.
Sherry Dowd is really into the trivia question.
Oh, yeah.
Next timeout or score or change of possession.
She wants back-to-back. I don't think she's going to get it, though.
I don't think she is either. There's that receiver down the middle. That was Hudson there. And that's what I talked about, that play action, hitting the receiver down the middle of the field. We're selling out to stop the run here, and by selling out to stop the run, we've got our safety snuck up, and that's going to leave that middle of the field open because we didn't have Rainbolt's up and run support here.
Oh, sorry. I do want to thank our camera operators, both Lloyd Arthur and Cody Hibbert, have given us some great shots.
Stowe to Dollar again. Just so much push, guys. Come on. He picked up 7 yards again there. Lapel goes so fast, I could give you a trivia between plays, but they're lining up too quickly.
Yeah.
Notice the canopy under the canopy up there on the press box in case it rains.
Yes. It helped out when my mac and cheese idea didn't quite. Well, actually, it's still being used.
It's still being used. Stowe again drops to throw. Nothing there. He's going to scramble. And I think we either sacked him or took him down for no gain.
Was looking for Noah Hudson, and he kind of changed his mind last second.
I don't know what Noah was running there. It looked like a comeback, but he didn't run it particularly well, or Bowman was just all over it. I can't tell from here.
I can't see how many are watching. I'm checking.
231.
Where'd you go?
On Restream. Oh. Dollar taken down. I believe that was Kane Sotelo.
So
that was Kane Sotelo. The sling blade takes him down, and they're going to – oh, that did get a first down. I thought they were going to call him into measure. But they're going to give Dollar the first down there. Again, they call him the sling blade because he just cuts people down like you're going through weeds in a ditch.
Nobody in the backfield? Oh, no, they pistol, sorry.
Dollar on the counter play here. Gets outside, and he's going to score. Dag nabbit. Nope, they're going to call him down. Nope, they're going to call him in. Okay. One ref signaled him down, one ref signaled him in. Cody Hibbert with a nice angle there. Yeah, one ref signaled him down at like the 1. They ran this counter play a lot against Heritage Christian. This is the first time I think I've seen him run it tonight.
Because I knew he was going at Cody, but
it was a good play there, good run. Tyler Dollar so far taking over this second half. Camp to kick. Try to give them a 14-point lead. Looks good, is good, and it's 35-21 in favor of the Lapel Bulldogs. Here's our trivia question, Sherry Dowd. Cole Rainbolt against Monroe Central had 25 carries, against Shenandoah 26 carries. Who was the last Eastern Hancock player to carry the ball 25 times or more in back-to-back regular season games? 25 or more carries in back-to-back regular season games. The winner gets a free milkshake from Dave's Car Wash Cafe.
And the key terms here, there's a couple of key terms in this. Back-to-back, which when we first gave that to me, I didn't go with back-to-back. Like I was thinking single game. And regular season is important too in this. So
last player to carry the ball. I will tell you it has only been done, what did I say, 4 guys have ever done it?
I think so.
I think only 4 guys have ever carried the ball 25 or more times in back-to-back games. What do you think? Are they going to kick it to Cole? I know I keep harping on this issue, but what do you think?
I think you would aim for Landon. Possibly. We'll see. Oh, wow.
Nope. Pooch kick to Landon. That roller Landon picks it up at the 25, and he's going to go down about the 31. Jake Hicks asks if he can guess. Yes, Jake, you can guess.
Well, no. Well.
Did we tell Jake what it was?
He was in the.
Oh, Jake's in the group text. I think
he's going to take himself out of the group
Sherry
text.
Dowd said Joe Pax. Sherry Dowd said Cole Rainbolt. Yes, Cole Rainbolt did do it, Sherry.
See. I knew Sherry wouldn't get it.
No, I knew Sherry wasn't going to get it either. She also said Joe Paxton.
Yeah.
So Royals ball here. Key drive. We're down by 2 touchdowns. Again, we were down by this in the first quarter. We got to get a good, solid drive together. Here's going to be that toss play to Rainbolt. Nope, fake. He's got Landon. He's got Riggs, and it's picked off. No, it's dropped. Whoo, doggy.
Whoa. Yeah.
He had Landon on the post.
He almost ran the route better than Riggs there in a way. He just cut it underneath.
He was eyeballing Riggs the whole way. Yeah, you're right. He was eyeballing Riggs the whole way, and he missed on Landon there. Sherry, what was not nice? Sherry, you're my best friend.
Good guesses of some good running backs we've had, by the way. And I think it. Well, I don't know if I want to.
We've got some good guesses. Vols fake the jet sweep. He got Riggs open. He's got Riggs. And Riggs gets taken down on the big hit there. And here's the thing. So Riggs has got to catch that with his hands. Riggs caught the ball with his body right there. And what happened was because he caught it with his body, he couldn't turn as quickly. If he catches that thing with his hands, he can drop the left shoulder and turn right up the sideline. And maybe he avoids that hit, but he definitely picks up a couple more yards there.
He's now 3rd and short, and we really need a first down here. We need this one.
Swan in the gun, Rainbolt next to him.
And
Vols in motion, fakes to Vols, hits O'Neal on the hitch.
Good pass and catch.
I think that may have been just an audible Houston saying, Landon, I'm going to throw it to you. Next
We are seeing any YouTube and Facebook comments.
Yeah, we are.
So those that are wondering.
So ball out. Nice pickup on the first down there. Ball's out to the 47-yard line.
Are you allowed to win 2 weeks in a row?
Yeah, you can win 2 weeks in a row.
Ooh.
Get him to jump off sides.
Free 5 yards.
Yep. So our correct answer here, Casey Smith. Sean Frakes got it right. Casey Smith in 2001 carried the ball 28 times against Knightstown and 25 against Tipton in back-to-back games. The only other players to do it in the regular season, Jeremy Weishart, Scott Maxwell, and Rob Flory.
And Cole Rainbolt.
And now Cole Rainbolt. And Rob did it 4 games in a row.
Wow.
Hand off to Rainbolt. Just nothing doing there. That should have been a illegal shift on us. We were moving at the snap, but they didn't call it.
Just nothing there. I mean,
Lloyd, if you can hear us, if you're listening, zoom out just a little bit, if you would.
That's just
And again, we still haven't seen any Arnold. He's still standing over there. I don't know if they're just, again, maybe you're just resting him. Again, we talked about the key this week is don't get anybody hurt.
Yeah, hopefully he's healthy.
I'm hoping he's healthy, and they're just trying to work Vols and get him some reps. Kane goes in motion. Swan looks to throw. He's got Landon. Landon's going to be just shy of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Houston asking for a call from the...
They got a player down here on the sideline right in front of us.
Houston was... You could tell he's asking the coaches, this is what I want to run from the sideline. I can't tell who that is.
Bracken.
Drew Bracken.
Got to get a first down here.
Swan. Quarterback sneak. He doesn't get
nothing.
it, but...
Second effort.
Oh, he didn't get it on the... Oh, they're going to give it to him.
Well, this guy on our sideline gave us a better spot than that sideline. So, who wins? They gave him the first down, but it was going to be close, I thought. I think if you took, which was odd, he took the Lapel official. They gave him the first down, and our side looked like it was going to be short.
Yeah, just a good job by Houston of just staying there. Sometimes quarterbacks panic and just try to force it through. He didn't. He just stayed patient. Double wing formation here. Swan tosses it out to Rainbolt. And here's... I don't understand, if you watch this play here, Joe. Tyler Dollar goes flying in, and he takes on Kane on the inside every time. If you watch this, he goes in and lets Kane block him really easily. Instead of fighting and trying to keep outside leverage, he just blows that up, and that has to be a coaching point. They had a plan for that, and somebody else isn't rotating down fast enough or something.
Screen.
Oh!
He's get on that.
Oh, they're going to call it incomplete.
Good hustle, though, by the Royals. They were going to get on it if it was.
That was
Call a fumble.
Tincher that hopped on that. Oh, didn't play my... I don't know why. Yeah, I didn't hit that replay fast enough. So 3rd and 5 here.
Last week at Shenandoah, I felt like I had to wait. Like I had to wait for it to save.
I'm just too impatient. Swan, empty formation here in the gun. Sends Rainbolt in motion. Takes a snap. Throws.
It's overthrown.
Oh!
What a break.
We have caught so many breaks tonight.
Yeah.
It has just been, I think the only break we haven't caught was that 2-point conversion.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have time to set his feet and just airmails it to Kane. And what was happening was Swan saw the hole in the zone and was trying to get Kane to go back towards the middle of the field. Kane just kept on his route there. He didn't see that hole. 4th and 5 here. We're going to call it 6. Empty. Swan takes the snap. Lobs it and has to throw it away.
He's retreating the whole time there.
I know.
And the momentum is really
shifted here, and
really in Lapel's favor here in the third period.
If they score here, that it could be not a very good situation. Oh, see, Dishman cut. Watch, Dishman cut blocks, but we've been doing it all night, and so the D lineman is expecting it and just goes around him. If you watch this, you'll see it's a good effort at a cut by Dishman, but he goes to cut.
Yep,
D lineman just goes right around it. And that's the danger when you cut block. If you don't, you got to dive into their knees, and it's so hard for the center to cut effectively. They're going to call that illegal shift as they hit Whitty on the screen, but it's all going to come back. I think they finally got Hudson going forward at the snap, if I had to guess.
Sorry, I was watching Cody's camera view. He looked into the camera.
That time Hudson really didn't go forward. They called it unless somebody... Oh, that's what it was. Their line wasn't set when he sent him in motion. So the left guard, couldn't tell who it was in the replay there. The left guard was not set. And so he sent a guy in motion, so you have a guard getting down into a stance and a guy in motion at the same time. That's an illegal shift. And you can see we're giving Rainbolt a break on defense here too. Again, just you're playing for next week. This game is pride. This game is momentum, but this game does not mean anything as far as long term. So you gotta play for next week.
Oh, good Dollar.
Dollar again. Tripped up by Voles.
He's getting really a full head of steam a little quicker than what he was earlier.
Yeah.
So he's bursting through the line, and once he gets through the first line, it's like somebody please get in his way.
If you don't get him by a knee or an ankle, you're not taking him down. If you hit him up in the pads, he is strong.
That. We saw that at Heritage Christian.
Yes. Lloyd, again, if you can hear us zoom out, we can't see the linebackers or the DBs or anybody.
He went. I'm going to say he wasn't down, but they let him keep playing. And that's just a slip there that's helped us out.
Second and 14. This is what we needed. We had to stop him here. Don't let him get anything cheap here. Stow in the pistol again.
Ooh.
Shovel pass there. Well played by Sullivan.
Oh, we driving. Just driving Royals down the field right now.
Shelton
wow.
just... Here. Again, we got a guy down, too, holding the calf. It looks like a cramp there. I can't tell who that is. Is that Tincher?
Can't tell. Jen is out there now. Definitely a cramp, though.
Yeah, it's a cramp. It's just the strength. When we've played good teams, when we played Monroe Central, when they wanted to just run the ball down the field on us, it was that same thing. It was just we can't tackle very well. Mm-hmm. We're just not strong enough. We just get drugged.
And that's,
yeah, that's definitely the way Jen is looking there. It's definitely a cramp by Tincher.
And this is what we were afraid of. We were afraid of Dollar. Well, that was Shelton there, but we were afraid of Dollar coming in this game. And I think I kind of expected Stowe to play a little bit better than he has coming into the game.
People were asking, guessing about the different things. Spencer Gilbert, like I said, he multiple times had 25 carries back-to-back weeks in the postseason. But it's one of those things, it's almost a hard thing to get because if you're playing a bad team, you break a lot of long carries or a lot of long runs. And so you don't get to 25 carries a lot of times. So you got to be playing a good team to be able to do it as well. We got some Lapel fans watching. We want to say thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching us.
Yep.
Hope we're doing a good job not mispronouncing names or, doing anything like that.
We will be homers, though. We're rooting
yeah.
for one team.
Stowe's going to roll out. He's got a receiver.
Nice.
Alexander snags it again. What? Stowe just winged that thing in there. Watch. This thing has some heat on it.
Yeah, there was another
Alexander
receiver there.
with the one-handed catch. I don't even know if that was to him.
Yeah, if you see this, somebody else was there too. Hudson
was behind. So Lapel picks up the first down. Stowe in the regular gun, not in the pistol here. Bunch formation to the near side.
The rain has returned as well.
Yep. Dollar is going to be called back for a hold.
Oh.
Dollar just ran over Cole Rainbolt, but it's all for naught because it's going to come back with a hold. I'm telling you what, Cole Rainbolt is a strong kid, but watch this. Dollar is just...
So.
Yep, that was a good call there.
And then
Cole tried to tackle him too high.
Yep.
And it was, I think it was Arthur. I can't tell if it was Arthur. No, it was Nation that drew the holding call. And it wasn't a necessary holding call, but he didn't have to hold him. So now the ball's on the 42. Lapel's made plenty of mistakes tonight. We just got to capitalize. We can't let them pick this up. Same formation here for the Bulldogs. Stowe's going to keep it himself. Not a whole lot there. Picks up about 5, but we'll probably give up. We'll take that. It makes it 2nd and 17.
Scary thing, too, Dollar's a junior.
Yes, he is.
And this isn't the last time we're going to see him.
Nope, we're going to see him again next year. But, again, look at our defense. Bowman's a sophomore. Kane's a junior. Hoskins, we haven't called his name a lot tonight, but he's been playing well. Hoskins is a sophomore. Tencher's a junior. Dom Shelby's not out there tonight, but he's played well the last couple games he's played. He's only a sophomore. So we've got some youth there. Braden Hill's in right now. Braden Hill's only a sophomore.
Ooh, good cut there.
Dollar picks up about 8 more, and it's going to be 3rd and 8. And again, we talked about it is raining. Rain's picking up just a little bit here.
I didn't even realize it until I saw the umbrellas coming out.
Yeah.
I even looked at the press box. It looks like they're using umbrellas in the press box, or like up top. We'll do a family sponsors.
Oh, yeah. Family sponsors. I want to thank our family sponsors. If you're interested in becoming a family sponsor, that money goes to EH Athletics. You can see the link there at the bottom of the screen, although it kind of got blocked by the scoreboard. tinyurl.com/EH Royal Pride. Last year, you guys kept us afloat during the COVID stuff, and we had limited attendance and brought in over $8,000, $9,000 if you count our pay-per-view stuff, but $8,000 just in family sponsors to the EH Athletic programs. So, again, if you want to become a family sponsor, you can go to that link or you can contact the athletic office, either one, in order to do that. We want to thank our other sponsors, Dave's Express Care Car Wash. John Frakes won the free milkshake. He actually got a milkshake last time too, didn't he?
No, he's back-to-back.
Back-to-back. So, Frakes, you got to come talk to us and get that milkshake. But Dave's Express Care Car Wash.
I feel like he had some kind of insider information because he got it really early.
I don't know how he would have.
He got it right away. I mean, it was impressive. It took us a while to come up with it.
We also want to thank our timeout sponsor, Double Barrel Woodworks, owned by EH teacher and alum Deb Grass. Stowe again. Rolls out. Nobody open. Nice defense there by Cameron Voles to knock it down from Alexander, and it's going to be 4th and 8. Ball on the 30-yard line here. When you sprint out, there's only so many concepts you can run. And so when you sprint out, you limit. No, it still says third quarter. It is the fourth quarter. When you sprint out, you limit what you can do. You usually have a guy at about 4 or 5 yards. You usually have a guy about 10, and usually have a guy deep. So in every team runs those same kind of concepts. So you kind of know what's coming when you see a quarterback sprint out. Stowe again, back to throw. There he hits. Who was that, Hudson? Yep. Riley Hudson over the middle and picks up the first down.
And now the Bulldogs just seem to have it going right now. Since halftime, it's been all Bulldogs. With the exception of maybe a kickoff return. And kickoff returns, if you're doing kickoff returns, that's usually not a good idea.
Dollar up the middle.
It's not a good thing.
I was getting ready to say that was a great defensive play, but he still picked up 3 yards. I remember guys talking about tackling Larry Zonka, the Miami Dolphins running back. They said, you think you did a great job. You tackled him, and you look up, and he gained 4 yards, and that's kind of what it's been like with Dollar.
Yeah. He hasn't gotten caught behind the line of scrimmage very often.
No, when it has, it's been a well-timed blitz by us. That was Hudson. He's taken down by O'Neal at the 7. It's going to be real close to a first down. They're going to measure this. Cody, if you're over there, see if you can see the measurement.
But he can't hear us.
No.
Not anymore.
Hi, Cody.
We can talk about Cody all we want, and he can't respond.
Got a lot of people saying thanks for broadcasting. Again, a lot of Lapel fans. So, again, we appreciate you guys watching. They did give him the first down there. 250 viewers here tonight. Man, those snaps have been all over the place. Dollar just gets in.
And they've just total domination really in the second half.
Yeah.
Again, we talk long-term here. This game really doesn't matter anything as long as you come out of it healthy. That's the big thing.
And that's what, we talked about. Zach's been on the sideline. Cole's been out some on defense. Because last year, if you remember, in this game, Caden Sotelo, Cole Rainbolt, and J.P. Fox all blew out shoulders.
Yeah.
And so we had to play the sectional with 2 banged-up guys and no J.P. And J.P. would have made a huge difference in that sectional game against Shenandoah.
Right.
So, that's one of those, just don't get hurt and maintain that confidence going into the game next week. So 42-21 Bulldogs here.
22 unanswered points here.
Yeah. The Royals led 21-20 at halftime. Our offense hasn't gotten anything going. They've gotten more pressure on Swan. We talked about in the pregame those quick passing games, ways to get Houston the ball out of his hands quickly. And we've kind of gone away from what works. That quick toss has been nice, and Houston's quick game passing and max protect passing have been there. But we haven't run max protect, I think, since the first half. So look for us to keep 3 extra guys in the block and see if Arnold or somebody can get behind the defense.
Just got a text message. My wife was calling me names.
My wife was also texting me, but she wasn't calling me names.
She's calling me names.
Yeah, she doesn't like you. Okay, let's see here. We've changed. By the way, I've just noticed the middle guy in the front line of our kickoff return, we've changed multiple times.
Is it the middle back?
Middle front line.
Oh.
Right now, I can't tell who it is. Looks like Nation. It was Ethan Carter last time. Kick it again. That one's going to go into the end zone.
Hopefully.
Yep. Oh.
What have we got?
We saw 2 guys just take each other out. I couldn't see if we got it on the replay. at about the 20-yard line here. Nope, it's going to be out of the camera angle.
I'm going to see if I can get some score updates when we're waiting for our next possession.
10:26 to go here in the game. Royals trail by 21.
New Pal up 55-0 over Delta.
Delta's really just fallen off the map here lately.
Their
coach went to Jay County, actually.
I just saw Greenfield beat them for the first time in forever.
First time ever.
Oh, was it?
Ever. 29 years in a row.
That's a long time.
Swan and empty. Lapel all kinds of confused on defense here. Swan's going to scramble for it. He's going to run.
He's got a lot of space.
Wisely goes out of bounds. Yeah, Lapel had no idea what was going on defense. They were all pointing to each other and not sure what was going on, and they lost contain, and Houston takes advantage of it. We've seen him do a really good job with his legs this year.
And it seems to be better in non-planned runs. His designed quarterback runs haven't been as successful, it seems like, this year.
No, he's
as
not.
Just him making a play and scrambling himself.
We saw early on they wanted to try running him some, and I think they found out he's not a running quarterback. He's a passing quarterback and a scrambling quarterback.
Oh,
going deep. He's got Landon. He's got Landon O'Neill on the big pass, and Landon has it down inside the 20-yard line.
Cody had a great shot. I wish I would have switched to it on the throw. But
Landon O'Neill. Houston, this is a heck of a throw. From one hash to the other. Right, perfect throw to Landon. And again, it's just.
He had time there.
He had time. Helped. Let your guys do their thing, and that's what we're doing. We did it. We kind of got away from it there in the third quarter. But we've been the most successful when we're throwing the football. We're running that little toss to Cole. Empty again. Swan's rolling out.
Oh, it's overthrown.
Yeah, overthrows Vols. He didn't have anything. I think he was just throwing that away. Now, the only downside with going empty with Swan, I mean, you can run a quarterback run with Swan, but the only downside to going empty is you take away the threat of the run. So they can really sell out on the pass a little bit more. Maybe just have one guy spy Swan. The play clock is not running here.
And a quick score here gives you a little bit of hope.
Yep.
I mean, still a long time here but we got a quick score pretty quickly here.
Yep. Tight double wing here. Swan to throw. Hits O'Neill, picks up about 5 before he's pushed out of bounds there. Landon's going to have quite a few catches tonight. I bet he's got 5 or 6 already. It's going to be third. Picked up about 4, 3rd and 6. And that's what we're talking about, the short game there. He throws it before he can get any kind of pressure. Just that timing. You've thrown that pass to Landon a million times over your lifetime. Swan again, swings it out to Rainbolt. Rainbolt gets the edge, and he's going to go down. He gets down inside the 5, down to the 4.
It's a first down.
It is a first down. And I don't think our offense has not scored 4 touchdowns in a game since Westell. So, I mean, this is good for our offense to get some momentum because our offense has been, relatively stagnant here lately. So I think that's –
And again, not a bad team here. The
Bulldogs Lapel gives up a lot of points, but they're a good team. Swan slant to O'Neill and just too far behind him there. He got what he wanted. Just missed behind. 9.5 minutes left here in the game. Royals trail by 21, but like you said, a score here gives you some hope.
Mm-hmm. And the way that Redmond
I don't
kicked
know what has been
kicking in Monroe Central games specifically. Gives you even more hope.
Milan game.
Was it Milan? No, not field goals. But
you meant the onside kicks, yeah. Oh, my.
Wow. Nowhere to go. And did you replay that? I mean,
I did.
There couldn't be. I don't think there was a block.
Shelton was there.
Somebody came free.
That's what we needed. We needed more space to throw it.
Oh, yeah. So we just went right by.
It gives us more space. That's we did that on purpose, Joe.
Mm.
I don't know if you realize that or not.
Yeah.
And now they jumped off sides. So that'll give us
5 yards back, or part of it back at least.
We're really good at that. What game was it? We did like 3 of those in a row.
So now the ball's on the 7. So that's what we didn't need 12 yards. We needed 7 to get our play in. I still think you go like a slant corner to Landon. Have him. We've been throwing that slant so much.
Got a lot of options here, I think.
Yeah, and two plays to get it. Swan throws the corner to Landon. Well defended there by Hudson. I think that's Hudson on the far. Yeah, that was Hudson. And see, that's where I like the slant corner versus the straight fade. That straight fade is so hard to throw from the middle of the field. It's easier from the hash. The slant corner, Hudson's an aggressive player. I think you can get him to bite on the slant and then get to the corner.
You got to give Houston a little bit of time to scan what he wants.
So
Last time we were on 4th down, he was backpedaling the whole time.
Halfback pass. Toss to Cole and then throw it to Landon. Oh, they called him out of bounds.
He dropped it.
Oh, he dropped it?
Yep, he dropped it.
I couldn't tell. I'm trying to see. Did Hudson get a hand in there? Oh yeah, he did. So Hudson did a nice job of making a play on the ball because that was well thrown. Landon goes up and gets it. It looks like he just got a hand in there and ripped that ball out. So we got that huge completion to Landon and then couldn't really get anything else after that. So Lapel takes over on the 7. 8:09 to go in the game here. Lapel with a 3-touchdown lead.
It's been a long night.
Dollar ridden down, gets out to about the 10. We'll get to when it's a 4-touchdown game, I get to the accent portion of the the broadcast.
That's where the chat, what kind of accent would you like?
No, because my wife will start replying. Did we ever get a final from Monroe Central and Shenandoah?
Yeah, it's over. I don't know the exact score, but I saw the celebratory picture.
Hudson gets it out to the 16. It's going to be 3rd and about 1.
It's conference champions.
Nope, they did give him the first down. I thought he got pushed out at the 16, but they gave it to him up to the 17.
And you kind of got you got to kind of sell out to stop the run here because otherwise they could just run it out.
And Dollar's out of the game.
Oh.
Kyle Shelton's the running back now.
Which, good. You don't want him hurt going into sectional play?
No, if you're Tim Miller, I think, in this scenario, Dollar's probably done. Stowe's done running the ball. Although Shelton has been huge on defense. He was the one that just stuck Cole on that play from the 4. But you're right. You don't want to do anything stupid. We saw with 3 minutes left and a 3-touchdown lead, we saw Heritage Christian's quarterback got hurt against Lapel. Although that is Stowe carrying the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Picks up the first down. And Stowe just came. He's coming to get a play, or is he coming out?
So he's getting a play.
Lapel's not used to huddling here. It's kind of weird when you never huddle and then you have to do it.
Get the outside.
Shelton. We didn't contain. Ashton Smith makes the tackle there. Not sure. See if we can see what happened there. That's exactly what we've been doing to them.
Mm-hmm.
We just didn't get contained. Smitty ended up making the tackle, but not until he picked up 10. Somebody wants a Slavic accent. Go. It's all you, Joe.
It's probably a bad idea by me to offer that idea.
Somehow we would make it on national news if we'd start trying accents. Had good viewership here tonight, over 200 people for most of the game. So we want to thank everybody that watched again. It looks like Lapel's going to come away with the victory here. But really, as long as both teams stayed healthy here, and it looks like they have, up until this point, it's kind of a good preparation game for both teams going into the sectional here.
Mm-hmm. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've defeated. We lead the overall series something like 29-12 or something. But Lapel's won the last 5 and looking like it's going to be number 6 here. So
yeah,
Coach Miller has done a great job with this program.
One thing with Coach Miller that has just impressed me since I've been here is that he always, they're a 2A school. They always have 50-plus guys on their roster.
That's where it starts.
Yeah, he's always got huge numbers. And on top of the huge numbers is Alexander catches it, just picks up the first down before he's taken down by Rainbolt. But on top of the huge numbers, if you watch these guys warm up, and I've noticed it for years, you see even the young guys, even the freshmen, the JV guys, are doing things the right way. They're running routes the right way. They're running them crisp. They're running them hard. I never see them, and we play them in JV tomorrow, JV games tomorrow morning. I never see their young guys playing like young guys. They always know what they're doing, and they always do everything crisply. And that's a testament to what he has built with this program. Now, so now there's just under 4 minutes left. We're playing for pride. So this is where, if you almost want to take a timeout and say, guys, we're playing for pride here. D-line, let's buckle down. Let's work on this. Now, we've subbed out a lot of our starters. We've got Ethan Carter, Caden Rubel, and Nick Potts playing in there. But you still have Kane Sotelo. You still have Braden Tencher. You still have Chase Riggs. And you say, hold him here. Let's not give up one more touchdown.
Right. And give the ball back to our offense at least one more time.
Yeah. And this is where body language is so huge. What does our body language look like after this play? Are we getting ready to go back, or are we standing around? That's where a good team is still going to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Although the Royals starting to sub a lot of JV players. Ethan Sipes just came in for Braden Tencher. The Bulldogs also subbing in a number of JV guys here. My wife wants an Irish accent or Peppa Pig. Stowe, 1st and 10. Hands off to Shelton. Shelton's a nice running back, too. I would say fumble.
Oh.
Ball's out.
He got back on it, looks like.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. They're going to give it back to him.
He's a big back, too, with some speed.
He moves well. I like the way he cuts. Shelton, the senior here. I think he fumbled against Heritage Christian, if I remember right.
Clock just dwindling down.
Yep, under 2 minutes to play. Probably, unless they break one, if they pick up the first down, I'm guessing they'll just be done.
Oh.
That was another bad snap. I think, do we have a JV center in?
I don't know. They
think-
did fall on that one, too.
I think we have a JV center in here. And that's why I've had 2 bad snaps, or 3. Well, actually, 2 of the last 3 have been bad snaps. Yeah. Dan Cook says Lapel's always been good. We need to train to beat him. This is one of those games that the last couple of years with Coach Armstrong, he always kind of circled this game, not as a rivalry, but this is a program that we want to emulate. You know, it's not always really close to a first down. Let's see if they give it to him. You know, it's not Shenandoah has their ups and downs, Knightstown has their ups and downs, but Lapel is really the team that we want to emulate here, the program that they've built. And so Diane has a great point. That's something we want to be – that's where we want to get. And for my wife, I'm Peppa Pig. So there you go, sweetie. Reed Hedrick watching from Kansas City. Reed's at a national livestock judging competition.
So a tough loss here, tough second half in particular.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, it doesn't matter in the long term. It doesn't have any effect over the postseason as long as we're healthy. I hope we haven't seen Zach for a while, so that worries me a little bit.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it was just a precautionary thing. But you know, in the first half, it was a tale of 2 halves. In the first half, we were putting Houston in a situation to make plays, and he was making those plays. In the second half, outside of that long pass to Landon, I don't know that we really moved the ball. And I don't know that I don't know if that was, us putting ourselves in different situations or if Lapel made some great halftime adjustments. I'm going to credit Lapel because you think we're probably going to keep doing what we had been doing that was working. It's just hard to tell because we had so many 3-and-outs and stuff like that. And defensively, I think we just got worn down. I think Lapel, you could almost see after halftime, you could see their coaches challenged them in the locker room because that offensive line came out and just totally changed the way they played in the second half. So, I mean, it was one of those games where, unfortunate loss, but it teaches us something. I think Lapel, again, said it earlier, Centerville is very similar to Lapel. The difference is Centerville can't throw the ball at all. Their quarterback actually got hurt early on in the season. I know that. Schlotterbeck kid, he plays basketball. Somebody asked if we're broadcasting the JV game tomorrow. No, we are not. Sorry about that. So we'll see. Royals finish the regular season here at 5-4. We're guaranteed to at least have a 500 season, but let's go beat the Bulldogs again. We have Bulldogs tonight. Let's go beat the Blue Bulldogs of Centerville. And like I said, it's going to be a great game. I've already been watching film on Centerville.
And we have never lost to Centerville, I believe, right?
3-0 all time. We are, let me make sure I have my numbers right. I believe we are 36-9 against TEC teams all time. School history. And I believe that's the record. When we are 22-4 in the postseason. So we've only lost 4 games to TEC teams, and a couple of those were some years that we were really bad. So I think Centerville is going to be a really well-coached team. You're going to see another team. Coach Padgett is a lot like Coach Miller. You're going to see another disciplined team. You're going to see a team that plays hard all the time. But I think we've got our explosive players can be more explosive. You know, Cole Rainbolt, Zach Arnold, Houston Swan, Landon O'Neill, and Kane Sotelo driving the defense. I think we're going to shut them down. I think we're going to shock everybody and pave the way for a sectional championship. That's my prediction. That's my thought. I want to watch some more film and see, but that's my thoughts. So the Lapel Bulldogs moved to 7-2 on the season. Again, they'll be at Frankton next week. Frankton's new football facility that they've got over there. For the first round of the sectional, the Royals host Centerville. So we want to say good luck to both teams. Obviously, the Royals, we're going to be there rooting for them, but we want to say good luck to Lapel. Again, Coach Miller runs a great program here. We want to, tell him good luck, and I hope that they go win the sectional.
Yep.
Anything else for tonight, Joe?
I don't think so. And fall break is winding down, and we'll be back next week.
Who is our Paxton Farms Sweet Corn player of the game?
Gosh. I mean, Landon had a lot of catches.
Yep.
Played well. He had that interception. I thought Houston had moments where he was really, really good as well.
I think, to me, Zach Arnold was the one that sparked us and got us going. We were down 13-0. He had that 52-yard touchdown catch, and then he had a huge run where he towards our right here, where he cut it back across the whole field and made some plays and made some guys miss. And I think hopefully again they're holding him out precautionary. He still has his pads on, so I don't think it's anything too major if he is banged up. But we'll see. I'm going to give Zach Arnold the player of the game because even though he didn't play a whole lot in there in the second half.
All right,
so we will see you guys next time. Next week at home from Centerville. Now, next week we will only be on IHSA TV. That's a thing with the IHSA. We can't be on YouTube or Facebook. We'll make sure to share that link, and everybody will have it and have access to it. It's not pay-per-view like the basketball was last year. It is free.
We don't think.
Unless they change it in the next week.
Confirm that? Okay.
Unless they change it in the next week. It'll be free, just like football was last year, but only on IHSA TV. So thank you guys.